What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? Good morning. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday evening. Hello, everyone. What's up, everybody? What is up, Jenny Lee? What's up, Kevin? What's up, everybody? Good evening. I got a haircut. I'm back home in the United States, yes. Elena, I'm back home in North Carolina. What's up, Oliver? What's up, Big O? What's up, Eugenia? What's up, Miss Candy? Thank you, Miss Eugenia. Thank you, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I got a haircut. What's up, Eugenia? What's up, Patty? In South Carolina. Man, what is up, everybody? Oh, man, look at him calling me a grandpa. What is up, Lee? What's up, Dream for Life? Thank you, Alexis. What's up, Brandon? Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. What's up, Jerry? Got a haircut. Thank you, Lee. Finally got a haircut. I ain't got no choice. I felt like my hair was running a little bit too long. Finally got a haircut. I know, I finally got a haircut. I had to get a little haircut. I be looking all corporate and shit. I was looking like Forrest Gump earlier, man. Now I look like Corporate Gump. You know, I be looking all corporate. I'm in North Carolina right now. So I paid $35 for the haircut. I paid $35 for the haircut. And it was actually $30 for the haircut, and I gave a $5 tip. I have to be frank, man. These last couple of days since I started to go outside and interact with the society in America, I realized like we are a tip culture. We're a tipping culture. And it sucks. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. And it sucks. We're a freaking tipping culture. It sucks, man. We got to tip for everything. I had to tip for that fucking haircut today. Haircut was already $30. I had to give the man $5. I don't understand. Listen, I don't understand tips. What's up, DBT? Let me tell you guys something, man. I don't understand the concept of tips. Somebody explain what tips are for, man. What's up, Dylon? I don't understand this whole concept of tips. Because if it's like a restaurant, I understand, because the servers, they don't make a whole lot of money. Okay, so we need to tip them for their service, man. But it's like, if I go to a haircut place, thank you, Diane, and I pay for the haircut, and I give them $30, why am I tipping? Thank you, Jolo. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the guy owns the place. You know what I'm saying? The guy who cut my hair, he's the owner of the place. Lee, I suppose you're right. But then again, then if people don't tip, so you get shitty service. You know, or an ice cream shop. Exactly. I'm at an ice cream shop and I buy an ice cream. You know, what's up, Marlene? I'm at an ice cream. If I'm at an ice cream place and I pay $2 for an ice cream cone and they ask me for a tip, and I'll be like, why the fuck am I tipping you? I'm paying for an ice cream cone. You know, so it's interesting, man. Just being back here in America. I went to, thank you, Pepper, man. What's up, Nana? The stylist was the boss. I got my haircut from the boss. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, EST. I got a haircut today. Hopefully we good for the next 2 months when we're on the road. I finally got a haircut. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, Nana. Yeah, I'm in the United States, saying, yeah, me too. Wow, I can't believe it either. Wow, they let me in. They let me into the United States. I can't believe it either. What's up, Steve Wallace? Thank you, John Krieger. So let me kind of sort out through my day. What's up, Chase? What's up, Martha Hood? So here's what's going on, man. You have this thing where, thank you, Indy Chris. So you have this thing where, thank you, All Things. Thank you. What's up, Chase? So I went to a Whole Foods today, and I looked at the prices at the Whole Foods, and we did some grocery shopping. Thank you, Brown Fluff. We did some grocery shopping, and I filled up my basket. I'm gonna give you guys my honest take on life here in America. Okay, like this is my honest advice. This is my not advice. Thank you, Gloom. This is my honest take. Okay, well, Oliver and I went shopping for groceries. We bought a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna give you guys my honest take on things here in America. Okay, thank you. I am cool. I feel like this is a state of affairs in America right now where people who are on the lower rungs of the social economic ladder, what's up, Steph? People who are on the lower rungs of the social economic ladder are suffering from the high prices. Thank you for the heart. Thank you, Steph. Um, Am I Daniel's younger brother? No, I got a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I'll put it this way, man. I thought the prices in Whole Foods were not as horrendous as I thought. Like I was under the impression, thank you, Angela, that it was going to be absolutely horrible. Like it was expensive. Don't get me wrong. It was a very expensive trip to the grocery store. We spent like $85. Well, Oliver spent $85. He didn't even let me pay. But I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was. I did not think it was a crazy expensive experience. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. For folks who are used to living a certain lifestyle where, you guys, if you're eating like very good food and you're eating a lot of very healthy food, you know what I'm saying? I felt like the prices were actually pretty reasonable compared to China. Because in China, if you want some high quality food, it's imported from America or it's imported from Australia or imported from New Zealand, you really have to pay up. You got to pay up, and like I thought the prices were actually not that bad. There was a few things where it was like the same price as China, if not even a little bit cheaper. And that's like at a luxury store in China. So thank you, Andy Jones. So my whole take is like, I feel like things are very expensive, but I don't feel like it's like, how do I say this, man? I don't think I'm gonna put it this way, man, because it's gonna sound crazy. Thank you, Chelly. I feel like if you were if you were thank you, Pam, thank you, Chelly. If you were living a lifestyle before inflation where you were used to buying like really nice things or really high quality things. What's up, Chris? You don't necessarily feel the price increases as much as if you were like someone who was very frugal and you really had to budget. I just feel like this inflation stuff, and it sounds incredibly idiotic for me to say this because it sounds like such common sense, but I just feel like this inflation thing really disproportionately affect folks who are on the lower rungs of the social economic ladder, the people who are stretching their budget to get by. Like now it really hurts their wallet because things are more expensive. But like I have a lot of friends who went to college with me who do very well in life. Thank you, Michelle. Who are like who do very well for themselves, and they like they have very nice cars and they live in a nice home in a very nice area of North Carolina. I feel like it doesn't really impact their life all that much, but it is significantly more expensive than when I remember. I would say everything seems to be about 40 to 50% more expensive. The haircut was expensive. Haircut was $30. It was $30 for a little haircut, and then yeah, it was $30 for a haircut plus tip was like $35. So gone are the days when you can go to Great Clips with a coupon and get a haircut for like $14.99. Thank you, Go Me. So yeah, I mean it's just things are a little bit more expensive, but oh, here's the part that really annoyed me. Here's the moment today where I thought things really got expensive. I bought a bag of flaming hot Cheetos. Thank you, Wild Kit Kat. I bought a bag of flaming hot Cheetos. Guess how much that was? A bag of flaming hot Cheetos. Guess how much a bag of Cheetos was, everybody? What's up, Leia Sotoro? $4 to $5. Hold up, I can't see y'all's comments because somebody's inviting me right now. Hold up, we gotta wait 10 seconds for the for this invitation to go away because I don't want to decline her. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you very much, Teresa. How would you think it was $6, Marlene? It was $6 for a bag of Flaming Hots. This is why my lips all red and shit, because I ate the whole freaking bag of Cheetos, man. I ate the whole fucking bag of Cheetos. Look at me. I'm looking like Tyrone Biggums, man. My lip is all swollen. My lip is all freaking swollen and it's all red. Because I ate the whole bag of Cheetos. It's that shit again. Thank you, Sunshine. I ate the whole freaking bag of Cheetos. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you. But it was $6 for a bag of Cheetos. I remember when I went to high school, man. This was like 20 years ago, 19, 18 years ago. We used to get a bag of Cheetos for 99 cents. And the big bags were like $1.99, $1.50. Now, I bought it today for $6 for a bag of Cheetos. So that was bad, y'all. That was bad. I know, Marlene, half of it is air. That was bad. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of people were complaining about eggs. But, what's up, Jerry? A lot of people were complaining about eggs. But Whole Foods had plenty of eggs. But it was limited to 3 cartons per customer. So you couldn't buy all the eggs because you can only buy 3 cartons per customer. What's up, Southern guy? Yeah, I got a little haircut. How do you guys think my haircut look? Be honest with me. How you guys think my haircut look? Don't try to make me feel better, man. What's up, Abdul? What's up, Abu Aliyah Hakeem? How you guys think the haircut look? It's different from the one that I usually get in China, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, usually my haircuts in China a little bit better than this one, but we'll have to do. We'll have to do, man. Thank you, Drew. We'll have to do. You see Oliver be commenting. Oliver be commenting, bruh. He said, Oliver be commenting. Yeah, got a little bowl cut. I know, but you know what? Yeah, it was a little bit better in China. And it was cheaper, too. Thank you, Lucia Modas. I feel bad. I feel stupid for not getting a haircut in China. Paid more for it in America. $35. It's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Hey, by the way, let me tell y'all something, man. Oliver rich, bro. I wasn't even going to tip the barber today. I was going to only give him like $1 or $2, man. But I saw what Oliver tipped him. Man, Oliver rich, bro. He tipped him $5. I said, damn, I can't look bad in front of Oliver, man. You know? So I tipped him $5 as well. Because he's the boss of the place. You know what I'm saying? He's the boss. So, like, I had to follow his lead. Because you ever see that episode, Curb Your Enthusiasm? Where, like, they're both at the table. And Larry is like, so how much did you tip the waitress? They split the check. How much did you tip the waitress? And then the other guy, Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, he's like, I tip well. But he doesn't tell. He doesn't tell it to Larry. Okay? That's what happened. I had to look at Oliver's receipt to figure out what Oliver tipped. And I decided to tip the exact same amount. Okay? Gave him $5. $5 for a tip. What else? There's a lot going on, man. Today, my nephew made his entrance this afternoon. $5. I know. You guys are used to it, man. But nobody tips in China. So it's a totally different world out there. I gotta tell you guys, I'm still on the freaking China time zone. Something is wrong, bruh. Okay? Something is wrong, everybody. I was supposed to take a 1.5 hour nap and wake up for the second half of the UNC game, which we lost. Okay? But I'm telling you guys, I slept for 4 hours. And I'm still drowsy. Okay? Something is wrong, everybody. Something is freaking wrong with me. Okay? Something is wrong. I'm telling you guys, something is wrong with me where it's like, I'm just so drowsy, you know? Time is ready to go forward? What's that mean? What's that mean? Time is ready to go forward. Thank you, Lucia. What's that mean? Time is ready to go forward. I'm about to lose an hour? To 1 hour less of sleep? Thank you, Amos. So, oh shit. So that means right now it's 11:25. So when the clock hits midnight, it turns into 1 a.m.? Oh shit. Oh, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Oh. Oh shit. I didn't know that. I mean, I know daylight saving time, but huh. Well, that's just great. I was just talking about how like I'm still on China time zone and I'm like drowsy. Then I lose an hour of sleep. It's that shit again. Just when you're at your most vulnerable, they take from you. Huh. Huh. Yeah, my time is all messed up, Kim. It's all fucking messed up. Look, it's an interesting thought I had about like coming back to America. Just like a lot of interesting, very, very interesting thoughts. Let me explain to you like some of the things that I'm noticing in North Carolina, in Cary, Durham, and like these places that I'm living in. I was with my buddy Ian yesterday. I was at his neighborhood, and I'm here in Durham, North Carolina. I'm at Oliver's neighborhood. Thank you, Icy Cotton. And one of the things that I kind of notice about North Carolina, and maybe this speaks to, America in general, and you guys let me know in the comments if you agree or not, is like one of the things that you'll hear people say about America, and they almost say this as like a negative. They almost say this as like a criticism. They'll say things like, oh, America has no culture. That's what they'll say. They say America has no culture. They have no culture. The word they would say in Chinese is 文化. They would say, they be hating on America. They would say, America has no culture. Thank you, Eden, which is nonsense because we have such a distinctive culture. We're a diverse country. We have the hip hop culture. We have the country culture, right? We have a lot of different cultures in America. Thank you, KC. But it's like, you'll hear people say America has no culture. And it's really weird to hear that. It's really weird to hear that. But people will say that, okay, as a way to like, kind of make fun of America overseas. They'll say that in China, especially. And some Chinese people who's been living in America for a minute, they'll go back to China and they'll say the same thing. They'll be like, oh, I lived in America. This place has no culture. I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that because I feel like we have a lot of culture. I feel like we have a lot of culture, to be honest, because we're a very diverse country. However, there is one thing that I've noticed living here in North Carolina and being around in North Carolina. I would tell you how I feel. It's not, you don't have to agree, okay? Let me know if you do agree or not. But this is one of the things I noticed that I never noticed before until I came back here this time. So yesterday I was at, thank you 1A. So yesterday I was at Ian's house. And he lives in a city called Cary, North Carolina. It was really a town. It's not a city. He lives in a town called Cary, North Carolina, which is a very wealthy town in the Triangle. Okay, Cary's got some very nice homes. Thank you, Hostel 7. They've got some very very. Hold on, we getting spammers. Do we have any mods on right now? Do we have any moderators? Do we have any moderators on right now? No mods on Saturday night. Anyway, let me continue with my thought. Cary's a very wealthy little town, and there's a lot of tech companies nearby. Apple has a campus nearby. Like the company that makes Fortnite, they're nearby. There's a lot of doctors. There's a lot of universities. Like this place is a very wealthy place. And one of the things that I noticed when I was driving, thank you Gen X and Lisa, when Ian was driving me around in his neighborhood, is like you would see all these like very, very nice American neighborhoods. Like very, very nice neighborhoods. You could just tell, like, thank you, Peony. Peony, I think you're my only moderator. I feel like it was like all these nice houses, very nice houses, very beautiful houses. Thank you, T. But what's kind of weird about it is it wasn't actually very reflective of American culture. All these places had European names. So like all the communities, thank you Zaid, thank you Zeta. It was called like Wellington, like very fancy European names, and like the front entrance to the community would be like very European looking, to give it like that very aristocratic look, like it's from Europe somewhere, you know? And like, I was just sitting there and I was like in the car and I was like looking at this and I'm like, dog, I'm in the South. You know, I'm sitting in my friend's car. I'm like, I'm in the South, man. Why the fuck am I looking at all this like European style buildings and like these European style communities? You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like we were trying to like copy off of like the old money feel and the old money look that you have in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was sitting in this car, like looking around, and I was like, that's not really our culture. Yeah, get that daily heart me in. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's not really our culture. You know what I mean? I was like, that ain't really our culture. But whereas, like, I bet you if you go to like Texas, you have like that cowboy Texas, Tex-Mex type of thing. That's unique American culture right there. Thank you, B team. Like, that's like unique American culture. But now you have so many New Englanders, you have so many New Yorkers, people from New Jersey moving into Cary, North Carolina. You got a lot of like northern folks moving into North Carolina. I feel like we've actually lost a lot of our North Carolina culture. Thank you, Sam Angel. I feel like we've lost a lot of our North Carolina culture because you got a lot of these like, you know, very wealthy communities being built up and they just straight up copy like these European looks and these European names, you know, and like these developers. I feel like they just doing the minimum, to be honest. They just be like, what's a fancy name that we could have for a community that makes it sound rich and sound expensive? And they put like a European name in front of the doors. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, man. I ain't really like that. I ain't really like that when I was being driven around yesterday by my friend. I was just looking out the door, looking out the window of his car, and I was like, it's not really North Carolina culture. Yeah, it's like copy and paste culture. Yeah, you know, it's like, I'm looking at it, I was like, You know, so I guess this is one part where I would say, like, in that, and it was at that moment, I realized, man, it was like, they don't really have any culture. It was at that moment I was like, they don't really have any culture, in my opinion. You know, I didn't feel like they had any culture. You know, I felt like, you know, whatever they said about, you know, in America, in that very moment, I felt like it was true, you know, that we didn't really have a lot of culture. But, you know, the same way you could say that about America, you could say that about China as well. You know, if you go to all the major cities in China, all the freaking apartments look exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will have like a community with like 10 buildings and every single freaking building looks exactly the same. So it's like, I just feel like humanity in general in these like very wealthy countries like China and America, when you're building the country up and you're getting bigger and bigger and you're getting more and more of these like, you get more and more of these people, where you get more and more human beings and you need to build up, we really lose like a lot of unique things that we used to have. And now it's really all about like, how do we make the most money by building a community and just having people move in and, you know, make it look nice. Everything is like standardized. Everything is cookie cutter nowadays. You know? I tell you guys this. When I build a house one day, man. When I build a house one day, thank you, E-Rap. When I build a house one day, baby. When I build my own house, I'm gonna make my house stand up. I'm gonna make it look like the Ron Weasley house from Harry Potter, bro. I'm gonna make it look like that Ron Weasley house from Harry Potter. That piece of shit looking house that was like 5 stories tall. I'm gonna make it look like the Ron Weasley house. I'm gonna make all my neighbors know where I live. You know what I'm saying? You guys know the house that Ron Weasley lived in Harry Potter? I'm gonna make mine look like that. It's 11:34 over here in North Carolina. Shit, I'm gonna make it look like Charlie. We were just talking about, you know, life in North Carolina. We need mods. We need moderators. And I got a haircut, Charlie. I got a haircut, man. I've been eating Chipotle every single day, bro. Every single day, Tim, I have been eating Chipotle. Okay? I've been eating Chipotle every single day. Okay? Peony, what you mean you can't pin? Let me know. I'll pin your comment. I've been eating Chipotle every single day. Freaking every single day for the last 2 days. Where's Coach Gio? He's got some medical issues that he's dealing with. Okay, he's got some medical issues. Yes, Chase, I've been eating Chipotle every day with the chocolate milk, and I got some flatulence. Hey, man, Oliver, man, people want to see you, man. Come over here with your brother, man. That's the sign. Bring your brother over here. Come up here, dog. Oliver, get over here with your brother, man. Flex on us. Get that daily heart me in. Lee, extra white rice, double steak, no barbacoa. I get double steak. If the chicken is cooked and it's not burnt, I'll get the chicken, half steak. And then I'll get mild, no beans, because it makes you fart, even worse. No beans. I get the mild. I get corn. I get guac. And I get lettuce. Yo, I'm gonna tell the Oliver brothers to come over here. I'm gonna tell them to come over. I'm gonna tell them to come over. I'm gonna tell them to come over. Thank you, Uncle Hyo too. Thank you, Uncle Hyo too. Everybody's freaking inviting me. I've literally gotten like 10 invitations already. I want to see the baby too, but the baby is asleep. The baby is asleep right now. The baby is asleep right now, everybody. The little baby is so adorable, but I don't want to show a photo of the baby without Oliver's permission, but the baby is so adorable. The baby is so freaking adorable. And look at this, y'all. This is what I got today. Come over here. Thomas and Oliver, come up here, man. What y'all waiting for? I told them to come up here. Come on, dog. They coming, y'all. I can hear them. I can hear them. Oliver and Thomas is coming. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. Get that daily heart me in. Get that daily heart me in. We got identical twins coming in. They are identical twins. Oliver and Thomas are identical twins. They both have the same job. They are both doctors. They are both doctors at hospitals, at clinics. They are both doctors. They are identical. What y'all waiting for? I heard them giggling outdoors. I heard them giggling outside the door. What are they waiting for? I don't know why they're not coming in. Thank you, Johanna. I heard them giggling like little schoolgirls outside the door. I don't know why they're not coming in. They embarrassed. They shy. They all shy and shit. They shy. They nervous. Y'all ain't gotta say anything. You guys don't have to say anything. You guys could just come in. Thank you, Midnight Maui. Hit them with a flex, and then you could just go. They scared of the people, man. They don't want to come in. They scared. Thank you, Demetrius. Thank you, Demetrius. I know. Thank you, Nick. Hold up. Let me go check on them. Hey, Oliver. Thomas. Come on over. Why y'all oh, did you change? Did you change, bro? Bro, did you guys change?
No, I was in the bathroom.
Come on, man. I was like, did you guys go into the bathroom to put on some makeup or some shit, man? Come on over, dog.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
I was like, did you guys change?
You live right now? Hey, what up, chat?
We got 2 people, man. We got 2 people. We got, how many people we got watching? We got 700 people watching. 720 people watching.
What's up, chat?
Hey, hold up. These are identical twins, Oliver and Thomas. Thomas, flex on them real quick, man. You got to flex on them real quick.
Yeah.
Pull the shirt back a little bit.
Chinese muscle.
Damn. Okay, Oliver, hit him with the flex. Ooh.
What'd they say?
Oh, my God.
Chat's going crazy, huh?
Yeah, man. Hey, Oliver, how much you weigh, dog? Tell the people how much you weigh.
About 205.
205, that's pounds?
Yeah.
Or kilos?
Pounds.
Okay. How about you, Thomas? How much you weigh?
200.
200 pounds?
Yeah. Dude, we should run a battle.
We should run a battle.
We should run a battle.
University of North Carolina product right here. Went to the same school as me. Trash ass Duke University.
Dude.
Trash ass Duke University.
Robin said we scared.
Okay? Trash ass Duke University right here.
Hey, who won tonight, though? Hey.
Okay.
Hey, who won tonight?
I don't know who won. I was asleep. I didn't see the game. I don't even know the final score. I don't know who won tonight. You tell me who won.
Where my Duke fans at? Duke, stand up.
No, he won. Trash ass Duke University.
Duke.
Trash ass Duke. He's a doctor. They're both doctors. That's why I'm staying at their house. They got such a nice house. Apparently, his house is even bigger. So we're gonna do a live stream from his house one day.
Yeah, come on over. Yeah.
Very nice. We gotta run a battle, y'all. We gotta run a battle. Should we run one battle? I feel like you gotta go flex on them though. You gotta go flex on them while we do it. You know what I'm saying?
Now.
We gotta go flex on them. You guys want to battle a female or a male?
Don't matter.
You just want to go beat up on a random person, huh?
We got your back.
I'm gonna find somebody strong, okay? I'm gonna find somebody strong, and you gotta go flex on them.
We got you.
You gotta go flex.
Hey Daniel!
What's up, Yeehoo?
Daniel! Hi,
I
hi!
got my
Oh,
two bodyguards here with me.
Hello, hello!
Yeah, they my two bodyguards.
Two party girls?
Yeah, body girls. Yeah, they my two bodyguards.
Your new partner?
Like who this? Who this, man? Who this?
This is a Korean gentleman named Yeehoo from South Korea.
Yes, nice to meet you, friends. Nice to meet you, friends.
Yeah,
My name is
these are
Yehu. Nice to meet you.
These are my two bodyguards.
Party girl, right? Not bodyguard? Not security?
Yeah, they my security team. Yes, man, I need a bodyguard.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
So nice. Where are you now, Daniel?
I'm at Oliver's house. I'm at his house.
His house. Are you in US now?
I'm in America, yes.
In America. Got it. Ooh, nice. So nice. How was your trip?
I'm eating all his food. Yeah, I'm eating all his food. It's great. It's absolutely
so nice. How was your flight?
yeah, my flight was great. My flight was great.
Really?
We want to run a battle with you.
Sure. Oh, my team say to you. My team say to you, your nice haircut. Nice haircut.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry. We gotta keep our voice down. Alright, y'all. We gotta keep our voice down, y'all. The baby is asleep.
You remember Yahoo? I used to tell his name sounds like Yahoo.
Yeah. Come on, let's get this win. Thank you, David Wu. Let's get this win, everybody. Let's get this win. You gonna drive back?
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
Oh wow. Thank you, Charlie.
Mom house. Yeah.
Thank you, Pat Zurich. We gotta win this, y'all. It's 3v1, y'all. It's 3v1. Thank you, wonderful. Thank you, Jay. Hey, we gotta ask you guys this. Do you think they look alike? Do y'all think they look identical? Thank you, Garnita Guyver and Martha Hood. Do you guys think they look identical? Thank you, Peony and Jay. Do y'all think they look identical? Yes? Really? Y'all think they look identical?
We're Chinese and you take. With the Chinese and you take.
Yo, he said he the Chinese Andrew Tate. Did you guys hear that? He said he the Chinese Andrew Tate. Did you guys hear that?
That's wild.
Oh shit, man! Tap on my face, everybody. Tap, y'all. Tap. We gotta win this against Yahoo, against Yeehoo over here, man. We gotta win this against Yahoo. We gotta win this. Tap on my face, everybody. Tap on my face. Tap. Yo, you gotta flex a little bit. We need some points. Trolls, man. I'm telling you guys, 2 trolls. These are 2 trolls over here. 2 trolls. They are 2 trolls, you know? I don't know how Duke University accepted him. Look, this is what happened, y'all. Duke University accepted him.
Let's go, Duke.
Okay? I call Duke the University of Duke. I call it the University of Duke. Thank you, wonderful. Thank you, Heather. Tap on my face, everybody. Tap. I go to Vegas on Tuesday. I go to Las Vegas on Tuesday. Tuesday morning, first thing in the morning.
Yahoo getting his ass beat.
Chill, man. Yeehoo's got smoke. And look, every single one of Yeehoo's gifter is a female. Look, come over here. Look. Yeah. Every single one a woman. Every single one. Hey, Oliver, go over there and show him some love, man. Go over there and show him some love. Give him a rose or something.
Man, I'm good.
I am back, David. Thank you, Oliver, man. Thank you, Bates. I like how I'm saying thank you, Oliver, and he's right here, right behind me. Hey, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dr. J and Heather. Man, this battle is broken, everybody. There's no doubles. There's no triples. It's a broke battle, everybody. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're automatic work mode. He on work
Oh,
mode right
yo,
now.
hold up, man. We might lose. Thank you, Guyver. Thank y'all. If we lose this, man, y'all gonna have to leave.
Yeah.
We making too much noise. Tap, tap, tap. Yo, Oliver. Hey, yo. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Let's get this win. This one is Oliver. This one is Thomas. You got to get in the frame,
Wait,
Thomas.
ask him who looks bigger.
Who looks bigger? Which one look like they got more muscle? Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Who look like they got more muscles?
What they say?
Thank you, Alejandro. That's Thomas. That's Oliver. Who look like they got... Oh, shit. They got a glove, y'all. We got to pay attention to this. They got a glove. Shit, they got a glove, everybody. Hold up.
He can his ass.
Oh, my God. Everybody's saying Thomas.
Thank you.
Oh, a couple of you said Oliver. Damn, Oliver, you got to flex a little bit.
I am.
Man. Yo, Thomas, people saying you cute.
Oh shoot. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thomas not married yet. He got a girlfriend, though, but he ain't married yet.
Yo, shout out to Hadia.
Oh, yeah, he got a girlfriend.
What up, baby? I know you're watching.
Is she really?
Downstairs, yeah.
Oh, shit. Thank you, David Wu. Tap, 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 everybody. Yo, we want to see an arm wrestle. Can we do that? Can we get an arm wrestle?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it.
You gotta give.
Money talks.
We gotta do
Money talks.
This ain't no charity.
Ain't no charity here, dog.
Yo, America raised you guys well, man. America raised you guys well. Is your girlfriend Chinese? She's not Chinese.
A Guyanese.
Guyanese.
Guyana, yeah.
From Guyana. That's a country in Africa, right?
South America.
South America. So thank you, Marlene. Yeah. Thank you, Peony. So his girlfriend is from South America. Thank you, David Wu. Thank you, David. Thank you, Alejandro and Peony. Tap yes from her. His girlfriend is from Guyana. Thank you, David Wu. No snipe. We won, y'all. Y'all brought me good luck. We won.
Shit. Congrats.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We got to give a shout out to Marlene and Lee and David Wu. MVP, Marlene. Glove. Lee. David Wu. Martha. Guyver. Bates. Garnita. Kit Kat. And Wonderful Wanda. And Heather.
You was Coney on?
Coney is on. Should we invite Coney? Hey, Yeehoo.
Yes, Daniel.
Yeehoo, it's great to see you, man. It's great to see you.
Daniel, you will come to Korea April, right?
I will actually come a little bit later. I'm going to stay in America for a little bit longer.
Ah, got it. Then maybe end of April or May?
May, yeah, like late May, early June, actually.
Early June. Okay, that's okay.
I'll be
then,
in South Korea, man. I can't wait to meet you, man.
Me too. I want to meet you early. I want to meet you more. Yeah.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there.
Okay, Daniel. Oh, and by the way, congratulations! You reached you gathered the team subscribers over the 1,500.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna keep making more subscriber exclusive videos.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you, Daniel. See you later.
Right,
Bye, party girls.
Bye. Bodyguards. It's the bodyguard. All right, y'all. Hey, we want to see an arm wrestle, y'all. Oliver, don't be scared. We want to see an arm wrestle. Thank you, Toppy. We want to see an arm wrestle. I thought he said party girls too.
Y'all want to see it? He don't want this. Too big.
How do you have time to stay fit as a doctor?
Oh, it's a lifestyle.
I know it's a lifestyle, okay?
Chinese send you tape.
Okay, how do you have time to go to the gym, though?
We always got time. 24 hours in a day.
Tell us, hey, for real, though, tell us about what you guys, like, you guys always wanted to be doctors?
Yeah. Our dad's a doctor. Yeah.
So ever since you guys were young, you wanted to be doctors?
Yep. Yeah.
And you went to the same medical school as Oliver?
Different
medical school?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What's like the craziest thing that happens to you as a doctor when you deal with patients? Like what's like a crazy, like common theme that you see with a lot of patients?
Oh damn. Well, I mean, I think the hardest part is having goals of care discussions with some of our very critically sick patients in the hospital. I'm a hospitalist, so I take care of patients in the hospital, and it's always hard, being a patient's family member and having to go through that. It's their first time going through something like that, but I've done it. I've dealt with sick patients for a long time, so it's just guiding them through the critical process. I think it's always difficult.
You mean like the end of life?
End of life, yeah, palliative care, end of life discussion, yeah.
Okay, so is that like I hope it's not too heavy, but are you telling me like you see a lot of patients when they're like critically ill?
Not often. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, depends on which floor I'm in.
What was medical school like, Oliver and Thomas? Like, was medical school hard?
You heard of the phrase "drinking from the fire hose"?
Of course.
That's what it feels like. So basically, 200 PowerPoint slides every single day for like 4 years straight, and you gotta memorize all that, and there are tests every week.
Really?
Yeah, it's all about memorization and practicing and getting better each day.
Was there ever any point during medical school where it was chill?
Oh, maybe like the day after exams.
It was kind of chill.
Yeah, but you gotta get back on it the next day, and because their tests never stop.
Did anybody flunk out of medical school?
Yeah, I know some.
Like they started medical school and they never finished?
Yeah, if you fail twice, you're out.
Thank you, JK. Really?
If you fail a course, if you have like if you fail a class twice, you're out.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you fail once, they give you like a remediation plan, but then then you're on the bubble. So if you fail again, then it's pretty much game over.
So David Ortiz wants to know, what specialty are you with? What specialty are you?
Internal medicine.
Internal medicine. What are you?
Family med.
Family med?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like what do you guys think is the nicest part of your job? Like besides obviously getting paid well, but like what do you guys think is the nicest part of your job?
Just seeing patients get better, come in with concerns or any chronic problems, and then after their appropriate treatment plan discussed and managed, and they get better, and that's the most rewarding part for me. For me personally, as a hospitalist, I think it's the immediate gratification. Like everything happens really fast in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Like you get your labs, imaging, test results real fast, and you can make decisions like on the spot, and you can see patients get better within days.
Thank you, Greg.
So I think that's really rewarding. And for me personally, the schedule, like I'm 7 on, 7 off. So
7 days on, 7 days off.
Right. So right now I'm enjoying my 7 days off right now.
Do you go on vacations during those 7 days off? Like, do you go travel? Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, I usually come home and see my parents.
Yeah.
But one time I went on like a cruise.
On a cruise?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So do you even need PTO at all?
We don't have PTO, personally, not yet.
So you don't even have PTO?
Yeah.
But you will get PTO one day?
Hopefully, we're trying to push for it, but right now, no PTO.
So no PTO at all in your okay. Wow. I gotta ask you guys this, man. So my mother was a doctor. My mother was a doctor in China, but her license didn't transfer over to America. Okay, she told me like it's sad because sometimes she had like patients that were very memorable for her, and like they passed away. Especially one was, she told me one time when I was a kid, I asked my mom like, what's the saddest moment of you being a doctor? And she was like, there was a very young girl. She was like 14 years old, and she was from the countryside. She was like from a rural part of China. She caught like, it was like a flu or something. It wasn't even anything like too crazy, meningitis or like flu. And she passed away overnight. And then my mom was like, that hit me really hard. My mother was like, that hit me really, really hard because she was so young. Have you guys ever dealt with anything like that? Okay, forget the heavy story, man. A female is inviting me, man. You can... Hello, how are you?
China girl, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Guyana.
Guyana?
You know Guyana? You don't know Guyana?
Guyana? I don't know. Hello, Charlie. Lambert, nice to meet you guys.
She said hello, Charlie Lambert. No, she said hello, Charlie Lambert. Thank you, David Wu.
Charlie Lambert, yes.
She said, hello, Charlie Lambert.
Who that?
She said, hello, Charlie Lambert. Hey, stay for a little bit. Stay for a minute. That's actually an interesting conversation. Stay for a second. Hey, Oliver, get in the frame a little bit so they could see you. And Thomas, so they could see you too. Flex on them. Tap on my face, everybody. Tap, tap. Let's get a win, y'all. Let's get a dub, everybody. Let's get a dub. Yeah, tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. Oliver, where's that one rose at? Where's that one rose at, Oliver? Hey, Oliver, I got a question for you. When you charge on TikTok, how much money do you usually charge at any given point? Like, if you, let's say you're recharging on TikTok, how much money do you usually recharge?
From like 500 to 1,000 at a time.
So $5 to $10 at a time.
Yeah.
Ah, damn, you generous, bro. Thank you, Pat Zurich. Thank you. What's up, LG? What's up? We love it, though. We love it. We appreciate it. We appreciate Oliver, man. We appreciate it.
Dude, Tom is pretty good at this, man.
Thank you, Vanessa. We do need to get Coney on. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Greg. Everybody, let's get this double, y'all. Let's use this double. I got a haircut, Hamburglar. I got a haircut. Thank you, Greg Robertson. Thank you, Vanessa.
Shadowbox again.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Bates. All right, we need 5 roses, everybody. We need 5 roses. Thank you, you. Did anybody get a glove? Marlene got a glove from the last one. Yo, she got a little winning streak, man. This woman might got some power. This woman might have some strength. She got 15,000 followers.
Damn.
It's a lot. Thank you, Vanessa and Bates and Henry Forret. Let's get this win. Can you ask Oliver to tell me how I was when I was younger? We'll get to that after this battle. Thank you, Heavenly, a Southern guy. Hey, don't say anything inappropriate on stream, though. That'll give me a restriction. Yeah, but let's talk a little bit about. Thank you, one of. Tap, 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 everybody. Purple Kitty. I miss Chipotle. I miss Chipotle. Thank you, one of. Let's get some doubles, everybody. Let's get this win, y'all. Let's get this dub. Thank you, Sandra Falcon. Thank you, one of the. Dr. Ortiz, man, I paid $35 for this haircut, man. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm getting my money's worth. We lucky I didn't go bald. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, one of the. Let's get some doubles, everybody. Use the doubles, y'all. Thank you, one of the. Thank you, Bates. Use the doubles, everybody. We got 30 seconds. Use the doubles. Use the doubles. I got to keep my voice down. Use the doubles, everybody. Use the doubles, y'all. Use the doubles. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Use the doubles, y'all. Thank you, Vanessa. And most valuable. Use the doubles, everybody. Thank you, David Wu and Lydia. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, David. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Melly and Marlene and Bates and David Wu and most valuable. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shelgo. Thank you, little dog. Thank you, Alejandro and Lydia and David Wu and Becky. Oh, her 3-match winning streak is either in jeopardy or she's about to snipe us at the very end, y'all. Thank you, Anna, most valuable and legal. Leg. Hey, what do you guys, hey, Dan, I got peer pressured into cutting my hair by Oliver, man. He peer pressured me into cutting my hair. Thank you, Alejandro, but it's okay. It'll grow back. Okay? It'll grow back. Thank you, one of the, yo, I got a feeling like this girl's gonna snipe me. Yo, I feel a snipe coming. What do you guys think?
Uh-oh.
You know what a snipe is, Thomas?
I heard about it. What is it?
It's a snipe is what, Charlie, man, I had to, man, I for some reason I decided to get a haircut today. I felt like it was too long. When you were at the barbershop, I got peer pressured into it. Thank you, one of the, all right, watch out for the snipe, y'all. I feel like this woman's going, this feels like a snipe, y'all.
Uh-oh.
This feels like a snipe. This feels like a snipe. Thank you, one of the, tap, 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 everybody, tap, tap. He said, careful, 2 thugs behind you. Oh, thank you, Young Breeze.
I asked them if they ever seen a buff Asian guy before.
Yeah, me. I've been streaming for a year. They seen me before. I'm buff. Thank you, Young Breeze. Thank you, Alejandro, one of the 92%. Thank you, Bates. Tap on my face, y'all. Watch out for the snipe, man. This is very suspicious.
Doctors by day, thugs by
If she drops a glove, we got to be very careful, y'all. If she drops a glove at the 30-second mark, we got to be very. She got a glove, y'all. She got a glove. Marlene, we should probably use that glove. Marlene, we should probably use that glove, y'all. I feel like she's up to something. Thank you, guys. Use the glove, everybody. Use the glove. I think she's about to snipe us. She got a glove, everybody. I think she's about to snipe us. Tap on my face, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Mindfully Grown. Thank you, David Wu. Thank you. Use the glove, everybody. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Bates. Use the glove, y'all. Oh, we use the glove. Thank you, Bates. Thank you, David Wu and Linda. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, China Chinita. Thank you. I knew. See, y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit?
Yeah.
Y'all saw that how I got sniped? Thank you, Linda and Bates. Y'all saw that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? Y'all saw that, right? It's that shit again.
How do we lose?
How did we lose? They sniped us.
Oh shit.
DBT, we need some
I'll
help.
start shadowboxing again.
Yeah. Dog. We just lost. Thank you, Linda, Marlene, Melly, Bates, David Wu, Becky, Most Valuable, Anna, Rona, Jenny, and one of the 92%.
Oh, yes, I win. I won. Follow me. I punish you. Follow me. I punish you.
I
Follow
want a
me.
rematch. I want a rematch. That was bullshit. I want a rematch. Give me one more. Give me a rematch.
I'm very weak now. I'm weak now.
You're not weak. Thank you, Fally. I want a rematch. That was some bullshit.
But follow me. Follow me. I punish you. Follow me.
Okay, I follow you. Do you follow me? I'm gonna follow you in a little bit, okay? I'm gonna follow you in a little bit. I'm gonna follow you in like 5 minutes at the end of this battle. I'm gonna follow you, okay? I'll follow you at the end of this battle. Okay, tap on my face, everybody. Triples, everybody. Use the triples, y'all. It's that shit again, man. We got sniped, y'all. We got sniped. Thank you, Alejandro and Leather. Man, y'all saw how we were winning by 12,000 points?
Yeah.
It's that shit again. Thank you, Cody Rocky. Thank you, Abisa. Tap, 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 everybody. See, everything triples. Thank you, Cody. Use the triples, y'all. Thank you, Melly. Thank you, Bates. Use the... Man, what is going on? Thank you, Fally. She got like 5 people watching. Oh, my God.
Oh shit, 84 points.
Oh, my
84K
God.
points. Wait, who gifted her?
Yo,
that?
who is it? Who is doing this?
Yeah, probably
Who's doing this? Who's doing that?
Mystery
Yeah.
gifter.
some sim somewhere.
Thank you, Mike and Fancy. Yo, what the fuck is going on, bruh? Who is doing that? What the hell? Marlene said her manager. Wow.
She's
Wow.
too strong.
No, it's not Uncle Hyotu. Man, Oliver, we need a TTU, bro. We need a TTU. We need 4 roses, everybody. We need 4 roses. We need a TTU. We need a TTU. We need 4 roses, everybody. We need 4 roses. Thank you, Leather. Thank you, JK. We need a TikTok universe.
Best I can do is a rose, dog.
Yeah, he's the best I can do it. We need a TikTok universe, Oliver. Thank you, China Chinita. Thank you, Sandra. God dang. Thank you, Peony and Bates. It's that shit again. Thank you, Leg and Charlie Lambert. We got doubles coming up. Man, what is this? Why do people just drop it on my head, bro? What is this? This sucks. This is why when I battle these attractive women from Asia, this is what happens, Thomas. You know, I told people I was born the wrong gender. I was born the wrong gender, Thomas. I should have been born a woman. You know, I should have been born a woman. Today's International Women's Day.
That might be why.
To all the beautiful women out there, we got 30 seconds of doubles. We be losing like crazy, man. I don't even know what the hell is going on out here, man. She just dropped 84,000. Thank you, Kevin, for not quitting. Thank you, Kevin. We down by 80,000 points out of the blue. I don't even know what happened. We got doubles, everybody. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Kevin, for not quitting. Thank you, Kevin, for not quitting, y'all. Thank you, Mountain Mama, for not quitting. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Faye, for not quitting, everybody. Thank y'all for not quitting.
1 rose, 1 push-up.
Thank you guys for not quitting. Thank you, Susie. Y'all, we didn't quit, y'all. We didn't quit. I appreciate that. Thank you, Leather. I appreciate that we didn't quit, everybody. Thank you, guys. I appreciate for not quitting. We didn't quit.
How much time? I'm gonna do some push-ups for.
We got a minute and 40. We got a minute and 40 seconds left. Hold up. You could do the push-ups later. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. We got a minute 30. Does anybody have a glove? Thank you, B-Team. We need a little glove. Does anybody still have a glove? Thank you, Chris. Does anybody still have a glove? I know EST. I know EST. Oh, she's pissed. We'll make it to
Baby's waking up. We'll chat later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
No problem.
I'm sorry. I'll keep it down.
See you later, chat.
All right. Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Chris. We waking up the baby, so they gotta go. See you later, man. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. See, we was going a little bit too crazy. We were waking up the baby. We got to do this during the daytime tomorrow and chat. Because they have a very interesting perspective on life, you know. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. We got 40 some seconds. Hey, is that shit again? It's that shit again. Tap on my face, everybody. Tap, tap. We're waking up the baby. The baby is 11 months old. She turns 1 year old next month in April. I know EST. You should be getting blasted, man. And I'm gonna unfollow her, y'all. How savage would it be if I unfollowed her? I'm gonna unfollow her, man. I'm losing my 73,000 points. Tap on my face. Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna unfollow her. It's that shit again. Alright, but we had a good effort though. We didn't quit. It was a good effort. Thank you, Mountain Mama, Kevin, Melly, Marlene, Fally, B-Team, Most Valuable, Cody, Mark, David Wu, and Bates. Thank you guys. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you guys. It was close. She hit triples early on in the battle. She hit triples. It's all good.
Bye-bye. See you.
See you later, man. That was sad. I'll see you later. That was sad.
Oh, yes, good.
Okay,
Sad,
no,
good.
not good. Bad. Not good.
Where are you from? Yugana?
I'm
Guyana?
I'm a Chinese American.
哦，华人。
华人对。
我就说你就长得像中国人嘛。
是。Where are you from?
China.
Where?
重庆。
重庆。Nice.
这个重庆的嘛。
Okay. All right. I'll see you later.
OK, bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.
We were waking up the baby. Tired. She's from the city of Chongqing. I'm not tired. I woke up from a 4-hour nap. I'm still a little bit groggy. Thank you, Lauren. I'm still a little bit groggy. I woke up from a nap. But damn, we were having a very nice interview with Oliver and Thomas. But unfortunately, we were waking up the baby. The baby was being awakened. Okay? So the wife got mad. Oliver's wife got kind of upset. And they had to leave the room. We were waking up the baby. I feel very bad about that. Oliver has a 11-month-old kid. Yes, I cut my hair. I regret it though. I had that Justin Bieber look going on. I regret cutting my hair. I'm enjoying my time in America very, very much. I'm really enjoying my time in America. I'm enjoying my time so much that I'm like, man, let me tell you this. I'm like enjoying my time so much in America. I can like literally see myself living in North Carolina again. Like, I see it. I can manifest it. You know, like I can see myself living in America again. You know, like living the suburban life out here in North Carolina in Chapel Hill. I could see it again. I could see myself living out here again, just like living a very simple. Yeah, come on over. We gotta just keep it low. Just gonna keep the voice down. Is the baby awake?
No, she's fine.
She's okay?
Yeah, she's good.
Good, okay.
Didn't you fart?
I did not fart. What are you talking about?
It stinks. Just kidding.
I did not fart. Hey, so tell us though, like when you guys went to medical school, no, not medical school, but like what's the hardest part about your job when you're working with people? Man, stop looking at the comments, Oliver.
People laughing at Tom's joke.
Well, for me, like my schedule, it's 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And
you work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Correct.
And then you get 7 days off.
Yeah.
But like how many patients do you see?
Ranges from 18 to 20.
18 to 20 patients a day?
Yeah.
And what kind of problems do they, you don't have to talk about specifics, but like internal medicine means like what, kidney?
Everything.
Everything?
So I see adults 18 and above. I don't see kids. I don't see, I'm not a surgeon, so I consult surgery, but I see anything, COPD, exacerbation, heart failure, sepsis, COVID. We still see COVID.
You still see COVID?
Yeah.
Look, I got so many questions about them. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer that way. Like, people always bitch. People always bitch and complain about the American medical system. Like they say, like we overcharge people because of insurance. Like the cost of medicine is very high. Like my question is like, America is such a wealthy country. We have good quality water. We have good quality air. Why do you think so many people are getting sick?
Probably a combination of diet, exercise, and genetics.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a lot of fast food in America. A lot of oil, grease, fried food. We should be eating a lot of like healthy food, veggies and fruit. And basically, I tell my patients to follow more of a Mediterranean diet.
Thank you, Linda. Mediterranean diet. Now, what is that? That's like fish.
It's like lean meat, low carbs, a lot of fruits and veggies. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like so, okay. So you see like 18 patients a day.
Yeah.
Like, does that get mentally draining?
I'm trained for it. Yeah, through the whole American medical educational system, we're very well equipped to handle me personally, because that's all I've ever known is to work hard. We get in at 7 a.m. We do what it takes.
Yeah.
And the more patients we discharge, the more new ones we get the next day.
Got
So it's always busy.
Always busy.
Yeah.
Hey, Oliver, and you can answer this too. Like when you guys were both in school, when you were at Carolina and when you were at Duke, like you guys always knew you wanted to be doctors.
Yeah, for sure. Since we were young.
Since you were kids.
Yeah.
There's always been a dream to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Now that you are a doctor, Oliver, do you like it?
For the most part, yeah. But I do get tired, after a long work day. And plus I'm a family medicine doctor. We have to do a bunch of other stuff, like all the paperwork, all the inbox messages. We gotta handle all that 24/7, basically.
Oliver, David Ortiz wants you to know that he's an orthopedic surgeon.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah, he's an orthopedic surgeon.
Nice.
He work in the U.S.?
Yeah, he works in California, I
Oh
think.
shit. Nice.
So people asking you always wanted to be doctors?
For sure. Can't imagine myself doing anything else, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't imagine yourself being a TikToker, right?
Hell no. I don't have the yap.
You don't have the yap.
Yeah.
That's interesting. How many years after medical school did you start making good money?
After residency, fellowship training.
So tell them about your overall education track to get to where you are. Like this is for Oliver and Thomas. Like you went to 4 years of undergrad with me. Well, they held you back. You did 5 years of undergrad. Okay. So you did 4 years of undergrad and then
go through med school. That's 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, and
that's 8 years.
Yeah, and then you have to go through residency training, which range from 3 to 7, for the most part. Post med school training.
How many years was your med school?
4.
4 years.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. How many years was your residency?
3 for family med. Yeah.
So you spent essentially your entire 20s either in school or training.
Yeah, for sure. All my 20s.
And when you started making like real doctor money, how old were you?
Like 32.
32.
Yeah.
Well, you started making real doctor money.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Is that the same for you, Thomas?
Yeah, internal medicine residency is 3 years.
Okay.
So I graduated residency in 2022, and I've been attending for 3 years now.
So you've been working a little bit longer than he has as an attending doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your career path like though? Now that you're an attending doctor, because Oliver was saying to me today in the car that there's really nowhere else for him to go from a corporate ladder perspective. You could
get into like a leadership. Like for me personally, as a hospitalist, if I want to, I can work towards being like a hospitalist director or a CMO, a chief medical officer, or CEO.
Okay.
The current CEO in my hospital is a MD, but right now that's not what I'm looking for. I like taking care of patients.
You like taking care of patients?
It's for me. I mean, you could, get your own clinic. Get your own private practice set up. I think that might be the ultimate goal for some people.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just an employee doctor.
Why don't you guys open your own clinic?
We could.
You have two doctors, right?
Yeah, we have similar training.
Yeah, you have similar
medicine,
training.
Yeah.
You can open your own clinic.
Yeah, we could, but it takes a lot of capital, a lot of business smarts.
Thank you, Papa Ron. How much does it cost to open a clinic?
A lot of money, I assume. It's more than just money. You gotta, cause like depends on the location too. Like you have big hospital corporations buying up private
twins,
businesses.
yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to make it as a private practice owner. So.
Nice. Well, I got so many questions, man. Like, has there ever been like a particularly like heartwarming patient you remember, like a very touching experience you remember as a doctor, like a very memorable patient? You ain't got to say like the name. You ain't got to say like the specific, but like a very specific, like very heartwarming instance.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I see most, manage diabetes, every time I see their numbers get better, it makes me feel good, and patients are overall healthier, once they get their A1C better, and then it's just overall win for me, as their, caregiver provider, just to see them get better.
See them get better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's like a big part of the job, right? Like seeing patients actually get better.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially for inpatient hospice patients, we are judged mainly on our length of stay. So we need to keep our length of stay low.
So wait, say that again, Thomas. So you actually want your patients to be discharged as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's one of the metrics that we are judged by, and it's pretty much standard across the board in the United States. Like they want the length of stay to be low, and they want your quality scores, like your patient satisfaction scores to be high.
Thank you, Valley.
So the more we do a good job, treat the patient and discharge patient, the better.
Wait. So you guys actually have sit down meetings where you look at your performance?
No. We don't have right now. We don't have individual meetings. Well, at least I haven't, because I think I'm doing a pretty good job. But like, we have like group meetings where we talk about those numbers.
Okay.
And we get our numbers emailed to us every day as a group.
Could somebody be a shitty doctor, like be a not good doctor? Could they get fired for being a shitty doctor?
That's rare.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, but like that's not something like I'm a part of. That's,
but they all have to pass their boards to be qualified to work. Most places require board certification, and you can be like dumb and not pass your boards.
What are some of the big sacrifices you've had to make in your life in order to become a doctor?
Yeah, like sacrificing my 20s, like all of that was spent on education. Especially in residency, it's not, I'm coming to work 80-hour weeks.
You work 80 hours a week?
Yeah, sometimes. Working 24-hour shifts, 80-hour weeks, that's pretty common in residency. So,
when I was in school when I was in medical school, I didn't have a TV. So after I started, so I didn't know what Netflix was. I didn't know what Hulu was. The first time I got a TV was when I was a resident. I was like, what is all this app? Like,
yeah,
is this what a smart TV is? So I miss, so now I've been binge watching TV.
Because you're now a doctor. You made it.
Now I have more free time.
Yeah.
It's Chad. Someone said, I'm the Chinese Elon.
So basically both of your answers, like you kind of sacrifice, like, thank you, broken yellow crayons. You kind of sacrifice like having a life, basically.
Yeah, med school is a lot. Like especially the first 2 years. The first 2 years are a lot of book work.
Yeah.
And we have, for me, like our school, we have exams every week, like at least 2 to 3 exams every week.
Every week.
Yeah. And then third year you have rotations where you rotate various specialties. The best year in medical school is fourth year, where you're just waiting for the match and you do more elective rotations.
Got it.
Yeah.
Did you guys have to do like dissections of bodies when you were in medical school?
Yeah, first year.
You did?
Anatomy lab.
Yeah.
Every person goes through that.
Were you scared?
No.
You just went and did it?
Yeah. It's all pretty standardized. You know, we have a cadaver lab, anatomy lab, and we have practicals every week or every 2 weeks where they test you on minor stuff like vessels or different muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be pretty challenging, but...
Because when my mom went to medical school in China, this is many, many years ago, she told me she was scared. When she saw like a body for the first time, she was scared. You guys weren't scared?
Not really. No.
Man, I've been watching too many horror movies, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Shit. So what do you see you guys, like, what do you see yourself in like 20 years, Oliver, Thomas? Like, what do you guys see yourself in 20 years? You guys are in your mid-30s. You're 33 now. Where do you guys see yourself in 20 years?
Probably still working.
Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, outpatient for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, right now I plan on still being a hospitalist. I like my job.
Hold on, what is a hospitalist? Like, what does that
Internal
mean?
medicine doctor in the hospital.
So you basically means you work at a hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't see outpatient patients.
Okay.
After my shift is over, like I'm done. Like this week, I'm not worried about any inboxes or messages I have to answer.
Yeah, he doesn't follow them. He has no continuity of care after they get discharged. But you know.
But as a family doctor, you do.
Me, I have like I'm responsible for their health long term. So, you know, so they can come to see me whenever when they get sick, and I can see their families. So I'm just their family doctor.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all's help on this one, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Danny? Hey, what's up, Danny?
What's up, Danny?
Monkey Kang.
You know who these guys are?
Hi, brother.
Yeah, they're two twins. They're my friends from college.
Singer?
This guy's he's not single, but he's not married yet. No ring yet.
No rings. That means I got chains.
Hey, Danny, they're both doctors. Look at that shit. It's a big ass ring.
Look at me, twins.
They're both doctors.
Oh my god, he even don't want to look at me.
They both doctors.
But they don't look at me. Doctor is not working on me because he don't look at me.
They looking at it on the phone.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat.
Damn, that big ass ring.
She could afford it, believe me. She make a lot of money. She could afford it. She could afford it. Danny, we were talking about you earlier today.
Huh?
We were talking about you. Yo, stop farting. Somebody farted, bro.
Oh my god!
Stop farting.
We didn't even get married. You asked me to just be through this something like God!
Hey, me, dog.
Oh my god, what did you eat? Oh my god.
It smells bad.
Oh my god.
It's probably that you pulled him.
No, one of you be farting, bruh.
Oh my god, that's too much for real. Let's divorce.
We ain't divorcing. Danny, you're just for me. It's just you and me. Okay, you and me.
You have no chance. You're not my type.
That's what the women. That's what they all say. That's what they all say until they see the lobster.
Actually, you know what? The thing is, you're always gonna marry someone who's not your type.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
Exactly. Danny, listen. Danny,
You love someone, but they're always gonna go away. You're gonna marry someone.
Danny, listen.
What?
Danny, I'm gonna get with you. Okay, we're gonna be together, and then you're gonna keep streaming on TikTok, and you're gonna support both of us, and I'm just gonna retire. Okay.
Well, you can give it to me.
Okay, because it's easier for you. You do this. You keep doing this. I'm just gonna retire. Okay.
Let me show you something. I just realized I got something. Let me show you something.
Show me.
If you can handle it, maybe. Look.
Okay, show me. I don't see any.
I got the fat.
I don't see any fat.
I got a.
Oliver, show them yours.
Look at my muscle. Do you have a muscle?
You got a six pack? Thomas, you got a six pack?
Yeah, for sure.
Show him.
Look at me. Oh my god. Look
Yo,
at
if
me.
we
I
win-
got
if we
the
win,
real one. I
Thomas,
got the real
if we
one.
win, can you show the six pack?
For sure.
Hey, if we win, Thomas gonna show his six pack. If we win, Thomas will show his six pack. If we win, everybody. We need 3 donuts, everybody. We need 3 donuts. We need 3 donuts, everybody. We need 3 donuts, y'all. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Most Valuable. We need 3 donuts, y'all. We need 3 donuts. Thank you, Guyver. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, David Wu. We got it, y'all. We got it, y'all. If we win against Danny, Thomas show his 6-pack. Thank you, Bates. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Leather and WJ. Thank you, Enzo. We got 30 seconds of doubles, y'all. Use the doubles, everybody. Thank you, John Morant. Thank you, David Wu. Yo, something stinks, man. Stop farting, bro. We got 29 seconds of doubles, y'all. Use the doubles, everybody. Use the doubles. Thank you, homie. Thank you, Ramen. Use the doubles, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Tashia. Thank you, John Morant. Use the doubles, everybody. Use the doubles.
She's winning.
I know she's winning, y'all. Thank you, Melly. Thank you, Linda. No shit. I know she's winning. Thank you, homie. Thank you, David Wu. I know she's winning.
He's locked in.
Okay, thank you, Leather. I'm locked in. Come on, we're trying to win this. Come on.
Daniel, locked in.
Thank you, Enza and Valley. We gotta lock in. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Valley. Let's take that winning streak. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Valley. Thank you, Linda. Use the doubles, everybody. We ain't got no doubles no more. We gotta use a glove, y'all. We're gonna need a glove. Any of you guys got a glove? You got a glove?
What's a glove?
Glove could boost 5x. We need a glove.
Oh, we need that.
Thank you, Enza and Abisa. Annette, that's Oliver right here.
Yeah.
That's Thomas. That's his twin brother. There's twins. 2 twins. Thank you, Enza. Tap on my face, everybody. Let's win this, y'all. Do you guys ever work in the ER?
Yeah, training. Yeah, doing
Yeah,
residency training.
Both of them worked in the ER before. Thank you, homie. Tap on my face, everybody. Thank you, homie. Let's get to 200,000 likes. Damn, homie. It's a beautiful profile photo. I like that. I like that. Danny, you want to talk? What?
Show me your haircut like this one. Show me. Like 360. Oh, it's okay. This is okay. This is okay. It's not like shave all of it. That is okay.
Yeah.
Not like I thought you shave all of it. This part.
No, I didn't shave all. No.
Okay, I think my husband did it. Like my husband did it. Oh my God, husband, show me your head. Oh my God, I'm here. Don't watch the phone. Talk to me directly.
Yeah, they want to talk. they want to talk to.
Husband,
Come here, Tom.
talk to me directly. Don't watch the phone. Oh my God, come over close to me.
I got a girlfriend.
Close to me.
Shout out to Hadi. Hey, babe.
Show me your haircut. Show me your haircut, husband.
Me? Yes.
Yes, show me your haircut like this. Okay, let's divorce. You have no chance.
He said, let's divorce.
Divorce. Yes.
Yo, come on, let's get this
your
win.
husband.
Yo, let's get this win, everybody. Let's get back to it. Let's get this win, everybody. This is Oliver and Thomas. This is Oliver and Thomas, y'all. Let's get this win, everybody. Let's get this dub. I'm sorry. I just ripped one. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Tap on my face, everybody. Tap, tap. We just saw Uncle Tim come in. We just saw the... Hey, hold on. Be serious, though. Be serious. Uncle Tim just came in. Be serious. Be serious. Uncle Tim just came in. We can't see their score. I can see their score. Y'all, everybody, we're about to lose, y'all. We're about to get sniped. She got 7,000 points now. She's beating us, y'all. She got 15,000 points. She's beating us now. She got 16,000 points. She got 18,000 points. She got 18,000 points. We getting beat, y'all. She got 18,000 points. She got 18,000 points, everybody. She got 18,000 points. Oh man, we got beat. Oh.
Oh, sure. Who's that?
Oh shoot! Who that?
That's Tim. Tim just leveled up.
Damn, he rich. He rich. Damn.
Uncle Tim. Uncle Tim.
That's Tim?
That's Uncle Tim. Yo, MVP, Uncle Tim. Hold on 1 second. Marlene. Yo, Tim. Linda. Homie, Melly, Fally, Enza, David Wu, Bates, and Alejandro. Thank you all. Thank you, Marlene, and Linda, and Homie for not quitting.
I got you.
Thank you. We want to see that 6-pack.
Thank you, Sika. Thank you, Eric. Purple. Thank you, Anthony. All type of thank you. Thank you.
Hey, before we do anything, Danny, hold on 1 second. Thomas is going to show his 6-pack because it's a promise. If we win, we got to see the 6-pack. No. Don't take the shirt off. Just a little bit. Give him a little bit. Just give him a little bit.
Hold on. You gotta do some sit-ups.
Man, never mind, man. That ain't no 6-pack, man. We don't want to see that, man. That ain't no 6-pack. Alright, that's cool. That's enough.
Tim, we need to talk.
Alright, what's up, Danny? What's up?
I need to talk with you, MVP.
What's up?
your MVP.
Tim is a big supporter of our channel. We love Tim. Okay, anything else you want to say?
He always cook me. He always cook me.
Because he loves
I
the
know.
channel.
I know he's Edward's main supporter because he's right. I'm saying right. I said right,
He is.
right? Because
he
he's
supports me, he supports Edward, he supports Chinita, he supports a lot of amazing people here on this app. Yeah,
so I'm not amazing, huh?
I think you do well for yourself. We're gonna get back to it. We gotta get back to our talk about what it means to be a doctor. Okay, we gotta get back to
Frank,
it.
thank you.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I'll see you in a little bit, Danny. Bye bye. I'm upset, y'all. Hey, both of you guys just witnessed what's called a phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that's a phoenix that Uncle Tim just sent. That was a phoenix.
Yeah, that was
is
nice.
that the highest gift?
That's one of the highest. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, what you guys just witnessed it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was good animation too.
Yeah, amazing animation. Absolutely. But let's get back to it, though. Let's get back to it. So you guys have both been doctors for 2 years, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Attending doctor, yeah.
Attending doctors.
Yeah.
Okay. Why you guys ever think about getting an MBA? Like some of those doctors, they get an MBA to go
Yeah.
along with their MD degree. Why do they do that?
Well, one of my associate program directors got an MBA. So I think if you want to be like a program director or someone in the C-suite, I think it might help.
Okay.
But
You know,
And for people who want to go to private practice, MBA might be helpful too. So
let me get the phone for a second. Let me get the phone for a second. This is a serious question. I want you guys' undivided attention on this one.
yeah.
Okay. People always talk smack about the American health system, the medical system. They say it's too bloated, it's too expensive. As two people, one family doctor and one internal medicine hospitalist, how do you guys feel when people say that?
do people say that? And nobody ever.
I mean,
told me about it.
have you seen? Have you guys?
I feel it more since I'm outpatient.
Yeah.
Like people, I mean, their meds, their insurance companies don't cover their meds, and that's annoying. Like, you know, we're taught to practice medicine the right way, and then we prescribe the right medication for patient, and that gets denied. That's very discouraging. I mean, it's not much we can do besides, you know, having to talk with calling insurance companies, doing prior authorizations. Sometimes even still doing all that, we still get denied those things. So it is frustrating. I see that every day. That's one of the reasons why, you know, it's kind of, you know, a lot of burnout in family medicine, dealing with insurance companies.
So you how much time do you spend working with a patient versus working with insurance companies?
So like patient facing hours, you know, we have like 20-40 minute slots for patients, you know, patient facing hours, but unlimited amount of time afterwards to deal with, you know, all the paperwork, the insurance companies.
Don't you have somebody to help you with that?
We have nurses and staffs and who deals with that, but ultimately, you know, we have to be the ones signing paperwork, calling insurance, doing peer-to-peers, and doing prior auths. So you can get pretty busy.
And get pretty busy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
But okay. So but back to what I was saying though, like so you feel it more, whereas a hospitalist, you probably have a billing department that deals with that, right?
Yeah, I don't do finance. I don't do. I focus primarily on patient's health.
Patient's health.
Yeah, nobody pressured me to order any tests. I order tests based on what I feel is right for the patient.
Because their condition is more acute. Like they need help like right away.
Got it.
Where most of my patients are dealing with their chronic conditions.
What was it like to work in the ER? What was it like to work in the emergency room?
You guys seen the new show on Max called The Pit?
The Pit?
Yeah, any of you?
Have any of you guys seen the show on HBO Max called The Pit? Thank you, Linda. Have any of you guys seen that show? Some people have. Some people saying yes.
You should check it out if you. I think it's a pretty good representation.
You think it's a good representation?
Yeah, it's always busy like that.
Wow.
And what the show does is that it gives a good representation of the dynamics between like medical student, intern to attending, and the nursing staff.
Yeah.
It's like it really takes a team.
Got it. Another question I have. This is like a lighthearted question. It's not a serious question. It's a lighthearted question. I watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy when I was growing up. Like, you know how like doctors are like hooking up with each other. Doctors are hooking up with nurses. Does that culture exist in hospitals or clinics where the nurses and the doctors, they have relationships, or they have like a hookup thing going on, like pilot and flight attendant, that type of a stereotype that we hear? Does that happen?
I've never witnessed any during my training.
No?
Not for me.
What about you, Thomas? You trying to think?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. For me personally, no. But like, I mean, we're all humans, right? It's just like in any other career, in any other business, you have drama within the job.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's any. But I try to stay out of it. I'm there to take care of my patients.
Yeah, I think most people don't want to lose their license too. They work so hard to get their license.
You could lose your license doing
yeah,
it?
if you get written up and
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, I try to stay away from all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Okay. Well, so that Grey's Anatomy show is kind of like
it's pretty more
drama.
on the drama side.
It's
Yeah.
drama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the pit is more medical.
More real?
Yeah, the pit.
But you never answered the question though, Thomas. Like, what was the most heartwarming experience that you remember with a particular patient? You don't have to say the name or the particular situation, but like, what was the most heartwarming?
Oh, there's so many. If you imagine, I see 18 patients a day for almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
There's too many to count. There's too many. Obviously I have to protect their HIPAA.
Right.
HIPAA violations, but
Right.
there are some patients who get better, and then we see them get discharged back to home or nursing homes.
Right.
And then there are some patients who are at the end of life where the decision was made to put them on comfort care.
Yeah.
And to give them the dignity that they deserve, to lessen their suffering, and we shift the focus towards from aggressive medical treatment to more of a comfort measures, and I feel like that can be a very, very successful thing to do as well.
Does it weigh on you mentally though, Thomas, to really have to work with, for lack of a better word, work around death quite a bit? Does it weigh on you mentally?
No. I mean, like you learn to not focus on the negatives too much. You try to focus on the positives.
Yeah.
And you just try to be strong for your patients and your family members, and try to guide them.
Yeah.
And then you just try to do your best. At the end of the day, nobody lives forever.
Right.
And we just gotta keep a bigger picture in mind.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, man.
Yeah.
I had another question. This is kind of like a general question for you guys, man. A lot of people are saying that the American healthcare system is broken. Mm-hmm. That's the word they always use. Our insurance system, our healthcare system is broken. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, there are data that shows we spend the most money on healthcare, but
per patient, right? And as a whole, right?
But we're not top 5 in the world in terms of healthcare outcomes.
Yeah.
I think data's out there that shows that. So
yeah.
Yes, I think there's a lot of money going to non-essential services that could be,
Thank you, Warren.
redistributed more.
Thank you, Steph.
But I'm not a politician. I don't have an MBA, so I can't really speak more on that.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of money are wasted doing non-essential stuff.
Like what? Like give us
like
an example.
Administrative stuff.
Administrative stuff.
So yeah, I think if they can take a look into that, maybe you can start.
But
there.
you personally don't feel like the healthcare system is broken. You just feel like
we're just one part of the whole wheel, right?
Yeah.
We're just providing a service. We're just doing what we're trained to do, only on the medical side.
Right.
But it's pretty complex in terms of many other departments and billing departments, administrative departments. Radiology departments. Every is a teamwork sport, definitely.
If your life was on the line, you would choose to get care in America?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we have the best healthcare in the world.
You believe that?
Yeah.
I agree with that as well. I think we have the best healthcare in the world, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think we have the best healthcare in the world, but you gotta find it. Like the best doctor may not be in every community, they may not be at every hospital, but if you have access to it, I think we do have the best doctors, we do have the best equipment, but you gotta like find it.
Well, I think it's very competitive to be a doctor in the United States. If you're an international medical graduate, you still have to go through the hoops in terms of residency training.
Right.
Because the doctor compensation is high in America, so
Right.
everyone wants to come here.
Right.
Just by the process of competition and elimination, you get the best of the best.
Right.
So, but doctor is just one part of the whole complex wheel, right? We're
Right.
not the only factor in determining healthcare outcomes. There's many other parts.
Okay, so if you could make a change, let's say I gave you the wand from Harry Potter and you could just magically change anything you want about the medical system. And please answer this as well, Thomas. But Oliver, what would you change? If you could change anything about the American
I don't think I'm qualified to make that statement.
But if you could,
yeah.
if you could wave that wand and change anything you want.
Probably something about the insurance coverage, the access to care, so probably start from there.
Meaning what? You would give more people access, or you would give
I think more access, especially to the lower income patients, populations, be a good first step in improving patient outcomes. I feel like there's inequality in terms of, the people who are on the wealthier side have a better access, in my opinion, to services, and then. It's a very complicated topic.
But do you see both though? Do you see wealthy patients and lower income patients?
I see everyone. Yeah.
You see everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you could see like the difference in the care, or like in what they're
The
able
care
to
would be the same. The since we're training all the same.
Right.
Is there access, the coverage, the healthcare coverage, which if you don't get the right medications, your health might not get better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Got it. What about you, Thomas? Like, what do you like? If you could magically change anything about the American healthcare system, what would you change? Just like a Harry Potter wand, you could wave it and it'll be magically fixed.
I can't think of an answer right now, but because I only focus on patients in the hospital. So
Right.
So I think it's good to have a perspective from Oliver, who works on the outpatient
Right.
perspective. For me, I have a wonderful team of case managers, which are social workers, nurses who help me deal with a lot of the insurance.
It sounds like you don't have a lot of the problems that he has to deal with.
Yeah, because I work in a different environment.
You work in a different
setting.
Got it. You know what? Let's not talk about such general topics. Just talk about you guys a little bit. Like, so when you were at Duke University, you had to study hard to get a good GPA, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
And then you had to take the MCAT.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And how was that? Like, was that tough?
The MCAT is it's a very difficult test. I think it tests on not necessarily memorization. It's more on problem solving and intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that once you get into medical school, the boards that follow after test more on decision making and that comes with memorization.
Got it.
Yeah.
Who scored higher on the MCAT?
I think I did by a point.
Yeah, around the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Around the
overall,
same,
pretty much
but
similar. Yeah.
pretty similar scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. So no regrets about becoming doctors.
No.
Yeah.
I love it.
You guys love it.
Yeah.
There are ups and downs, but mostly, I feel satisfied in doing what I do.
You satisfied. You're happy with your job.
Helping people at the end of the day. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's funny because I say my mother was a doctor in China, and she told me never become a doctor. Like when I was a kid, my mom told me you could be anything you want except being a doctor, because in China their salaries aren't as high as it is in America, but the hours are just as bad, if not worse. So I had to see my mom like go to night shifts at like 6 p.m. in the evening, and she would come back the next day at like 7 a.m. in the morning, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my mother was never able to practice medicine in America because her license didn't transfer over.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
But I say if you really want to be a doctor, do it. But do it for the right reasons. I mean,
what are the right reasons? What do you think are the right reasons? Because
I mean,
I'm going to say the elephant in the room. A lot of people do it for the paycheck. A lot of people say it pays well, but what do you think are the right reasons?
You want to help people. I mean, the paycheck is good, but you gotta wait at least 15 years starting from undergrad to be able to make this kind of money. And money is not really everything.
Right.
And a lot of rich people are not happy.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you gotta do something that satisfies your soul.
Right.
And some people are, what they want to provide a service, and being a doctor is one of them. And at the end of the day, if that makes you happy, I say go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But you're happy.
Oh yeah.
Overall.
Yeah, for sure. Really happy.
Really happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Kind of fun.
yeah, I was just like, man, my thing is just like, you guys are, man, you guys are successful, man.
Yeah, but in terms of like the money, definitely it helps a lot. Like you see a big difference from salary from for being a resident to being attending. Like my life is so much happier now as attending compared to when I was a resident.
So can we talk about money? Is it you guys comfortable talking about that? Like how much do you guys make as residents?
You can ask, but I might not answer the
Right.
exact numbers. But
If you Google like resident salary in the United States,
Yeah.
it's pretty standardized.
How much is it?
PGY1s, the interns, they probably get like $60K a year.
60,000 a year.
Yeah.
What is PGY1? What is that?
Postgraduate year one.
Postgraduate year one.
for medical school. Yeah, PGY1.
Okay. Because I heard of PG-13. You go to a movie rated PG-13.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, PGY1. Okay.
Yeah, and we get increases for like a couple $1,000s a year after that.
I mean that's a very decent salary. That's a respectable salary.
Yeah, but keep in mind we work 80 hours. Sometimes we work 80 hours, so sometimes we don't even make the minimum wage, right?
Right. If you divide it by the number of hours.
And then after residency as an attending, depends on the specialty. Starting from 200K and up, depends on the specialty. If you want to.
But 200 is like the floor.
Yeah, I think the lower end is 200.
Gotcha.
yeah, you can Google the salaries on the internet and they're pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Okay. And as a doctor, you guys don't get like stock in the hospital or anything. You just get a flat salary.
Yeah, I mean, there are different hospitals have their different benefits. Some
Okay.
places contribute more to their retirement plans.
Okay.
Insurance, health insurance.
Is there a cash bonus?
There are for me, for my location, there are incentives.
Incentives.
Such as meeting a certain metric, or patient satisfaction scores. You get a little bit bonus here and there, like a couple times a year.
Oh, so you would actually hit a metric if the patients are happy with your services.
That's one of the metrics. Yeah, it's
I
not
like
all,
that.
but it's just one of the metrics.
I like that.
Other metrics include like how many patients have hypertension and well control. Same thing with diabetes, colon cancer screening. Cancer screening. So there are a bunch of metrics that we can strive for.
Same thing for you, Thomas.
Yeah, you see what David wrote?
What did David write?
He said his salary is $580,000. The orthopedic surgeon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good. He should donate more.
He should donate more. Yeah, say that again. So I got another interesting question. Let's shift away from this like hospital doctor thing, but like our friends from college, like both of you guys went to amazing schools. You went to the University of North Carolina. You went to that trash ass University of Duke.
Nah, you crazy.
He went to the trash ass Duke University, as I like to call it, Duke University of Duke. Okay, I call it the University of Duke. We went to the great University of North Carolina. You see the representation for the Tar Heels right here. University of North Carolina, baby. He went to the trash ass Duke University. Okay, but we ain't gonna talk about that stuff. We ain't gonna talk about that. I was asleep for the game. I took a nap. I slept through the game. Okay, but anyway.
Y'all ready for the NIT?
I wasn't paying attention this year. I'm busy. Okay, but all your friends from college, Thomas, especially your friends from college, Thomas, when you went to Duke, like what did they become in life? Like your circle of people that you hung out with in your friend circle, whether they were Caucasian, whether they were African American, Asian, Hispanic, what did they become in life?
Doctors, a lot of doctors, a lot of people in finance.
Finance?
Yeah. That's the only thing I know.
from your circle
Yeah.
of friends, right?
Doctors in business, finance.
Business, finance. How about you, Oliver?
I have famous celebrities like you who are TikTokers.
I ain't famous.
Yeah, that's my friend circle now.
No, I ain't famous. But like, I mean, we have a lot of the same in the mutual friends, right? And I was telling Oliver this. I feel like so many of our friends, like we used to just hang out with in college, they went on to have really successful careers. Like they're really very successful in life now. You have people who are data analysts, who are accountants, who are lawyers, who are pharmacists. Like the American dream. Like this is a great question for you guys. All three of us in the room are immigrants. The two of you immigrated to America at age 10.
9, but yeah.
9.
Yeah, 9 or 10. Yeah.
Okay, 9 or 10. I immigrated when I was 11. Thank you, homie. Do you guys feel like you were the beneficiaries of the American dream?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like,
You didn't even hesitate when you said that.
yeah, of course. Like, you got to put the work in, right? For us, it's education. And you work hard in school, and then you have a good family support.
Yeah.
Mom and dad, help us, and then and the opportunity is endless.
Yeah, I just, the reason I asked that, Thomas, and Oliver, I'm gonna get your bit on this in a second. The reason I asked that is I just feel like none of us know, we got 3 people sitting here. I feel like none of us are exceptionally, I don't want to speak for both of you guys, but I don't think any of us are geniuses, like a chess grandmaster or like a super smart mathematician. I just feel like we went to college and we did what we were supposed to do. I don't feel like we did anything exceptional, and like the American dream, kind of like just by staying on that path, the country was able to give us so many opportunities.
Oh yeah, this country, I think, for me personally, like it values hard work and consistency. Like, we didn't score the highest on the MCAT, right?
Right.
But
what is the perfect score on the MCAT?
45.
45.
That's like the old MCAT.
Okay.
Now it's like 5 something.
Okay.
525 or something. I don't know. But like, we did good enough to get in, right?
Right.
And then over time, we study every day. We work hard, and then slowly by slowly, it's a marathon. It's not like overnight you get success. For us personally, especially in medicine, it's a delayed gratification.
Right.
We didn't make attending salary until, for me, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like 33.
You're 33, so you started really making money on the well, you were making decent salary already when you were
As a resident.
you were making the average income for Americans.
Yeah.
It's
So
like, what,
that's pre-tax.
Pre-tax, right?
Post-tax is,
Right. Right. So
that was
Oliver, what do you think?
pre-COVID too.
Oliver, what do you think? Like, you think the
it's
American
just-
dream is alive and well?
Yeah, you gotta be willing to work hard though, and not give up. And if you have a goal, keep working at it. I had a lot of setbacks and delays in life as well. But I never gave up. I kept going. So I was able to reach my goal. With persistence and resilience.
Now, give us an example of a setback that you had. Because I know that you had to like apply to medical school and you had to like.
So for, I applied to a bunch of med schools.
How many did you apply to?
I forgot, like 20 or 30.
You applied to 20 to 30 different medical schools.
Yeah, and then because my scores were only average, right?
Yeah.
Well,
you also had a 2.8 GPA at Carolina.
that's a different story.
I'm just playing. He did not have a 2.8 GPA.
But I had to move to a different state for school training. It was in a rural area.
It was in rural
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah, so I had to make some sacrifices down, for the past 10 years to get to where I am, and you just got to be resilient.
But the country has given you. You're an American citizen, right? Both of you are American citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ain't got to worry about deportation.
No, we good. We good, homie.
Okay, we good. Okay.
We good, homie.
I'm just so like you guys feel like the American dream is. I personally, because I care about this a lot, and I say this. I'm looking at both of you guys when I'm looking at the screen, because I care about this a lot when I stream. Like I always emphasize how much I believe in America and in the American dream, because I feel like my family and myself was the direct beneficiary of it. I feel like we benefited from it. I just feel like my family. You could use the word lucky, but when you start to get lucky so many times, you kind of realize it's the country, it's the system that allows you to be lucky. If my ass was in Syria right now, not to shit on Syria, I don't think I'd be very lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah, most definitely. America has a lot of opportunities, but also I think it depends on what you want to do. If you want to follow through, the education path to become a lawyer, dentist, doctor,
Right.
there is a path for you.
Right.
If you just work hard.
Right.
But if you're more adventurous, you want to dip into business, which I have no idea.
Yeah.
Anything about that, then I think there's also opportunities for you too.
Dude, Thomas, this is the most we've ever talked in life. You know, like we never really talked this deep before.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time I ever hung out with you was at the strip club.
Now you crazy. Hey, you know what? Come on, man. Come on, man.
His girlfriend is watching. What I meant to say was
Hey, baby, don't listen to that.
Okay, what I meant to say was the only time I ever hung out with him was when we was at the library. We was studying. We was hitting them books. Okay, it wasn't. Is she really watching?
Yeah.
She really watching? Okay, what I meant to say was, we went to the lab. Okay,
They're downstairs.
that was 12 years ago. That was when we were young. That was 12 years ago.
She said.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yo, Thomas, I wanted to ask you this because we never really talked like this before because we didn't go to the same school. What was it like to go to Duke University? It's a very prestigious university, a private school, a lot of wealthy kids there, a lot of people from all around America who aspire to go to the University of Duke, okay? What was it like to go to the University of Duke?
Oh, it was amazing. The professors are brilliant. Like all the classes. Like I took a course called Indian cinema.
Indian cinema, Bollywood.
Well, I mean, it's more deeper than that, but like. And
Damn, hold up. Do you guys see the product of that Duke University education? More deeper than that. I want y'all to all write that down. More deeper than that. That's the product of that Duke education right there. $75,000 a year annual tuition. More deeper than that. I want y'all to all write this down. Right. Okay. Please continue.
Yeah, like at that class, like part of the assessment, how you grade it is to make videos. So that you borrow a camera from the library and you make pretty insightful videos. I think that's pretty creative. But overall, the professors are brilliant. The courses are hard.
Hey, I just saw a comment. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Thomas.
No, go ahead.
Somebody just said your first answer was Indian cinema.
That's
Why was that so memorable?
Because I was pre-med. I was pre-med at Duke, so all my courses, biology, physics, they're all within the bubble of pre-med. But then somehow, 1 year I took something called Indian cinema as my elective. And that just blew my mind.
How? Like, what was in the course that blew your mind?
We would see movies and analyze them, and then it's really and we would make movies, make short videos.
Yeah.
I remember vividly one of my classmates made a video where he pointed the camera at a faucet that was dripping. And so for the whole 1 minute or 2 minute video, you just see the water dripping from the faucet slowly.
Okay, that sounds like the stupidest shit I've ever heard of in my life, but okay.
No, yeah, so and actually I think that person got a really good grade because our teacher was like, I forgot like the particular assessment, but I just remember that movie. I was like, wait, what is this? Like I was looking around, I was like, are you guys not bored by just water dropping? But then the teacher was like mesmerized, and then like I think that person got a good grade.
Damn. That's that Duke University education right there, man. They be making
tripping. Someone's like tripping.
Yeah, somebody making videos about dripping water, dog.
I don't lie.
God damn, that's interesting. Like, come a little bit closer to, come over, sit over a little bit closer to, oh no, you stay, because they can't see your face as well. Like, so Thomas, like going to a private institution like the University of Duke, it was an expensive school, right? It was an expensive school. So did you have a lot of like classmates that were very wealthy, and could you feel it? Because I know the background that you come from. You come from like a very nice family, but we're not like, top 1% type CEO type. Did you ever feel that at all when you were at Duke? Was there a lot of privilege?
I was too young to worry about that stuff.
You didn't feel it?
Yeah, I was like 18, 19. I don't worry about like, how rich someone was.
Yeah.
Like, my mind was, I was in an Asian fraternity.
Yeah.
Alpha
but I'm sorry. The reason why I asked that is because they have that stereotype. Because they have that stereotype about the Ivy League schools, about Duke University. Like it's like kind of like a privilege, like a beacon, a small exclusive enclave of privilege. Did you feel that at all, or was that like kind of diverse?
I was proud. I was proud of my school. You know, to look at the architecture, and I knew it was a very prestigious school, top 8. I mean, top 10 school in the world.
Right.
But me personally,
That's a false statement, but I'm gonna let that go. Okay.
But me personally, I'm very humble. You know, and I was way too young to worry about all that stuff. Right. I was just trying to enjoy my time as a Duke student.
Right.
I tried to get into medical school.
Right.
You know, I volunteered a lot. You know, I was studying all the time in the library. I was, traveling with my fraternity brothers.
Yeah.
So.
You were in the Asian fraternity.
Yeah.
Lambda Epsilon.
Lambda Phi Epsilon.
Lambda Phi Epsilon. You were in Asian fraternity.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Alpha E.
Yeah.
I heard they some assholes.
Nah, we cool.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What was it like to go to Carolina, Oliver?
I think it's one of the best public universities in the world.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best, Oliver. You gotta say it. You gotta say it the way I do. It's the best.
Yeah,
the
I
best.
got you. But the tuition is nice. You know, it's not expensive, relatively speaking, compared to private schools. You know.
Yeah.
You get great education. No regrets going to Carolina. Made some friends. You know.
Yeah.
Couple friends.
Yeah.
Met a celebrity friend.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't no
Yeah.
celebrity. You talking about somebody else? Yeah.
Yeah, but no regrets.
No, it's amazing, man. It's
What about you?
me going to Carolina.
Yeah.
I think I echo what Thomas said. I was way too young back then. I was dumb. Like, I wasn't dumb, but I was immature. I didn't know anything, right? I didn't know anything at the time, and I couldn't really. Now that I'm older, I kind of realize the social dynamic of college a lot better. But when I was there, I was an immigrant. So I wasn't familiar with American culture to begin with. And like 6 years later, I'm in college. You know, like my parents dropped me off at Carolina for the orientation. There's a parent portion of the orientation. They didn't even know that. They just drove off and went home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to kind of figure it out by myself. But it's a blessing to go to Carolina. But we do have a lot of respect for Duke University. You know, I shit on Duke all the time. D-O-O-K. You know, but we shit on Duke. But I have a lot of respect for Duke University because Duke really takes care of their own people. You know what I'm saying? They take care of their employees, and their alums are very, very, very proud of Duke. So they must be doing something very right because their alums are very, very proud of the school. You know, their basketball program is trash, but everything else is good, though.
How's your MBA program compared to undergrad? Any differences?
My MBA program was like... That's a good question, Oliver. MBA program was like... It was eye-opening, bro. It was eye-opening. Let me get the phone for a second. Because I'm about to tell you guys something crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys are mesmerized by the chat. When I went to the MBA program, it was the first time in my entire life, I was 24 when I started my MBA, that I realized I had no idea what I was talking about. Because I was now in a room with people that were in their early 30s who had a lot of work experience working at big American companies. They came from careers in banking, in consulting, small businesses, big businesses, and I was a 24-year-old kid. I was one of the youngest people I was one of the 2 youngest people in my entire class of MBA.
Yeah.
And when I started recruiting for Merrill Lynch for investment banking, and I'm in a room with them, I'm looking at the way they dress, I'm looking at the way they talk, I'm looking at the way they carry themselves. That's when I realized, oh my God, the gap is huge. It was absolutely eye-opening. Yeah. The first year of MBA was eye-opening for me.
How long was your MBA?
It was 2 years.
Okay.
Like you would go into a recruiting meeting with Goldman Sachs. And like the guy that's like an alum, you guys could Google this guy. His name is Paul Parker. He used to be a very important guy at Goldman Sachs. He's a Carolina alum, and he was responsible for recruiting from Carolina. And you're in a room with these guys from Goldman Sachs, from Morgan Stanley, and you're like, they're just so buttoned up, they're so polished. It actually made me feel self-conscious. It really did. Like, that's why it was a miracle. But this is one of the things. I'm not saying this in a judgmental or a condescending way, but it's like you really have to, like, you really got to get lucky in life. Like, do you guys believe in luck at all?
Yeah.
You believe in luck?
Yeah.
Like you believe in hard work and all that. I believe in luck. Like obviously you have to work hard, but there's a lot of people that work hard. You know, the Uber driver in China that drives 12 hours a day, he works really hard, right? But it's like, you know, the person that works at the restaurant 12 hours a day, they work really hard. I just felt like I got really lucky because I wasn't qualified. I didn't even feel like I was qualified for Merrill Lynch. I had no idea what I was talking about because I never had a career in business school. I never went to business school. I never went to work for an accounting firm. I never worked in investment banking before. I had no idea what I was talking about. But I got lucky because I was personable. I was likable. And Merrill Lynch took a chance on me and it launched my corporate career after. When I had Merrill Lynch on my resume, I was able to then go work for that big company after I graduated. Does that make sense? So I really believe in the concept of luck.
You got a job right after graduating MBA, or you went straight to work? I mean,
so the most important thing about an MBA is a summer internship. You got to get a good summer internship.
Yeah.
Because you got to imagine, man, I had a scholarship to go to Carolina for my undergrad, for my MBA, because my GMAT score was the highest in the entire school. Even though I was youngest kid, I had the highest GMAT score in the entire school. I got a 770 on the GMAT on my first try. So they gave me a scholarship. But there's a lot of people in the school who are paying full tuition. And they're paying out of school tuition to be at the school. So they really want to get an ROI return on their capital. So they're really serious. When you're spending $60,000 a year to go to school, you really care about the outcome. So that internship is what's going to transition you into the career that you want. Meaning you had a lot of people that came into MBA with a very clear objective. Does that make sense? They were like, okay, I used to do this for a living. The MBA is my launch pad to go into something else. Does that make sense? Like I'm spending 2 years of tuition, 2 years of my life to change my career. Like these guys were serious. These girls were serious. They weren't there to fuck around. I had no idea what I wanted to do. Does that make sense? Like I was just trying to figure it out. Like I would go and listen to like the consulting club. I would go to the investment banking club. I would go to the general PCG club and just listen and figure out what I wanted to do. Eventually I said, you know what? I'm going to give this investment banking thing a try. But to answer your question, my internship, that was the most important and crucial recruiting session. Was I spent the entire fall of my first year recruiting for investment banking. Thank you, Linda. Recruiting for investment banking. And it was the hardest thing I had ever done in business school. Because it wasn't so much about your grades. It was about see, this is the difference between what I did at MBA and what you guys do. Okay? And you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. But you need to have a good GPA. You need to have a good MCAT to get into medical school.
Yeah.
And then, how do you place into your hospitals? How does that work?
You mean after med school?
After med school.
We go through the match.
So what goes into the match?
It's like we have to pick a specialty we want. After that, we get letters to regs. We interview the programs that we want to go to. And then at the end, there's the match list, like a ranking list.
How about your grades? Thank you, Ian.
They don't really look at grades. They look more at the test scores.
They look at the test scores.
The board test scores, such as the step 1, step 2.
I think they look at you holistically.
Yeah.
They take a look at your scores, your grades, your evaluations.
Yeah, letters, right.
Actually, it's interesting. So the process is called the match, and it's a computer process.
Process.
So you rank the schools or the programs that you want, and they rank you back.
Okay.
And on a day in March, the computer runs its algorithm. I think the algorithm won a Nobel Prize.
Really?
Yeah. If any of your viewers know what I'm talking about, you can Google the match from the medical residency program.
Nice.
I think they won a Nobel Prize. It's a very, very well run algorithm.
Because it helps so many people, even to this day, get matched with the right programs.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
So
and it's binding too. There's no getting out of it. You have to go to the place you matched.
once you match with somewhere, you have to go.
Yeah.
Wow. And you match with the current employer, and you match with your current
No, we're
employer.
talking about residency.
Residency.
Match with
Yeah.
residency. And
Okay.
then for a job, you just apply for a job.
Yeah.
Apply for a job.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Where did you don't have to say the name of the company, but what city did you do your residency in?
In South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
And you did it as well in South
Yeah,
Carolina.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so the reason I asked you guys that is when I was looking for a job for investment banking, they didn't care about your grades. I mean, they look at your GMAT to see if you're reasonably smart, okay? You're reasonably intelligent, okay? It's like that scene from, Wall Street. You guys ever seen the movie Wall Street?
Heard about it.
He's like, my name is Bud Fox. How do you do? He's like, how do you do? I hope you're smart. I hope you're intelligent. Like, they make sure you're reasonably intelligent. But the only metric that I had for getting a job in banking was basically, are you likable? It's not, can you do the job? Can you run a spreadsheet? Can you talk to a client? They automatically assume everybody could do it. They assume if you are in the MBA program, you know how to do Excel. You know how to do a PowerPoint. So go, I could do Excel really well. That's not going to be the separator between who gets into Morgan Stanley and who gets into Goldman Sachs. It's, do you fit the culture of the office? Are you likable? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that fucked with me. That really fucked with me when I was in MBA. Because I had never seen that before in my life. Because all of our undergrad careers, it was always about your GPA. It was always about what you got on your SAT. It was always about what you got on your MCAT. For the first time in my life, all those hard metrics went out the door. And it was just, are you likable? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's less about merit, it's more about personality.
It's not about merit at all, in my opinion. It's all about networking. It was about how you presented yourself. Because they always say in that career, because they put long hours in banking just like they do in hospitals. They're like, okay, I got to sit next to your ass for 14 hours a day. They always do this thing called the airport test. Can I go to the same airport with you and sit through a delay of 3 hours without pulling my hair out? Does that make sense? So that was the thing, and that fucked with me because I thought I was going to go to the MBA. They were going to look at my GMAT. They were going to look at my grades, and they would be like, you're in. Here's a job for you at Goldman Sachs. No. That's not how it worked. I had to drive to Charlotte, North Carolina every week to network with the bankers. I just literally had to go get coffee with them. Just to try to build a connection with them. And during coffee, we just talk about stupid shit. We talk about the game. We talk about Carolina. We talk about family. We talk about life. We rarely talked about the X's and O's of the job.
Yeah, that's a completely different strategy and completely different game.
Exactly.
You were playing at. Yeah.
Exactly. And then it got to a point, Oliver and Thomas, where I realized, so I did my internship that summer with Merrill Lynch. It got to a point where I realized, literally 4 weeks into the internship, I felt like I learned the ropes. I learned how to do the Excel. I learned how to do the PowerPoint. At one point, I realized, the light bulb went off in my head. I had this light bulb moment where I was like, okay, society, the human society that we live in, anointed these men and women in that office to be in charge of money. It's not because they're smart. It's not because they're smarter. It's not because they are better than someone who's not working that job. It's just a club. It's like a very exclusive club. This is why they gatekeep the way they do. Because they realize they are in an exclusive club. And they want to make sure they keep the doors very tight on that exclusive club so that similar-minded people get in. Does that make sense? That's why there's so few women in finance. It's 20% is women, 80% men, still to this day. Goldman is a little bit better because Goldman could do better with the recruiting because a lot of people want to go Goldman. So Goldman's probably 60-40. But the lower tier a bank is, the worse the male-female ratio. Thank you, JK. The worse a male-female ratio. Does that make sense?
I see.
So it's at 4 weeks into it, I realized, man, I wasn't going to learn a lot more at this job. There was nothing for me to learn. There was no X's and O's for me to learn anymore. The Excel spreadsheet has already been built by an analyst years before. All you needed to do was plug in the numbers. It was a job where you essentially needed to just work on relationships and to stay in the club. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that wasn't what I wanted to do with my life.
So a lot of like sucking up or kiss ass, like like satisfied your boss or whatever.
Some of that for sure, but it was really about keeping your clients happy.
Oh.
Consulting is the same thing. I mean, you think about McKinsey, you think about Bain, right? You think about Bain, McKinsey, all these consulting companies that are very, very popular, right? What do you think a McKinsey partner does every day? Like a partner at McKinsey making $2 million a year. What do you think they do every day?
Answer some emails. I don't know.
Answer some emails. Okay. What do you at your hospitals, the places that you work at, are there what we call like very prestigious doctors? Like 60 years old, 55 years old, they're very popular, they're very famous in their field. Does that exist in your work?
Oh, for sure.
What do they do every day?
What do you mean?
Like, do they still see patients?
Yeah.
They still see patients, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what a McKinsey partner does every day?
What?
Do you know what a Merrill Lynch partner or a Goldman Sachs partner does every day?
Play golf.
They do, absolutely. They have one job. They literally wake up and they have one job. Bring in business for the firm. That's the only job they have. It's the monkeys like myself that's working on the Excel. The partner is on the golf course, is at the dinner table trying to get more business for the firm. The partner at McKinsey is not judged by how many Excels he puts out, by how good of a job he does with a spreadsheet. He's judged, his bonus is tied to how much business he brought to the company. So he's always looking for an angle to reach a new company or to get this company that he's working with to spend more with McKinsey. Does that make sense? That's their entire life. So when I looked at it, I was like, man, I'm not really sure if that's what I want to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that sounds like some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that sounded like some bullshit. So I was like, I didn't really want to do that with my life. So when I came back to my MBA my second year, I pivoted back to something that was more similar to what I did before business school when I ran my own small business. You know about my small business, right? Buying and selling, wholesale. That's why I went to go work for the company that I did. That I felt like was a lot more concrete and tangible. And the recruiting process was totally different. So, that was like, it was, I always tell people this. My MBA program, I don't remember much of the X's and O's that I learned in school. Whereas you guys need to remember the X's and O's because you guys need to treat patients. I remember very little of what I learned in school. But what I do remember is the way to work with people. And I apply that to this day, even as I'm on TikTok. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? Thank you, Steve.
So speaking of speaking of TikTok, do you ever imagine doing this when you were younger?
Man, it's crazy that you ask.
Yeah.
I never thought in a million years I'd be doing this. Never
crazy,
in a million
right?
years. Let's be honest, but polite and respectful. Like, did you ever think I would be doing this?
Hell no.
Never did, right?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of I didn't have that many friends. I was always. What did your girlfriend say that I was? What's the A word that she used to describe me?
Aloof.
Aloof. Say that again.
Aloof.
Aloof. That's the word that his girlfriend used to describe me. Aloof. Thank you, Lee. Like, I like to be by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Elvis.
Yeah, that's Elvis. That's Elvis right there. I like to be by myself. So you never thought I would be doing this, right, Oliver?
No. I always knew that you were gonna be in business, like as a boss. I just didn't know that you were gonna end up being TikToker.
Right.
Yeah.
Never thought about it.
Yeah.
I never thought about it either. I never knew it was a thing until we started streaming. Yeah, but here I am. Yeah. You know how many people we have watching?
How many?
1,000 people watching.
Damn.
Yeah, we got 1,000 people watching.
Get Daniel famous.
No, I ain't famous.
Damn.
I ain't famous. But people like this stuff. They like to see it when we interact.
Are they mostly in the U.S.?
Mostly everybody's in the U.S., yeah.
Where you're from? Where's everyone from?
Yeah, where's everybody from in the comments? Keep the phone here because you guys are more focused. Where's everybody from in the comments? Germany, mostly Americans. Mostly people are American. Texas, San Diego. Yo, I got so many questions for you guys because this is such a good experience talking to you guys because we are all Asian Americans growing up in America. Okay, 2 of you guys grew up in the South. So you grew up in North Carolina, right? Is that where you first moved to when you
Carrboro.
came? Carrboro.
Yeah.
You guys both grew up in Carrboro.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't even have to move around. Did you ever experience any type of like racism when you were growing up as international students, as kids who didn't speak the language at first, who came from China? Did you guys ever get bullied at all?
I got too much muscle.
Yeah, they don't really mess with us, man.
I mean, well, you guys also had the benefit of being with each other.
Yeah.
But like, did you guys ever get anything like that when you were growing up? Like culture shock when you first came over to America as kids?
Yeah, I think as a 9-year-old, I was just going along the ride, like, oh, here's America, here's something new. Okay, let's do it. I didn't really think about, oh, am I happy or unhappy?
Yeah.
I just went by the flow. As a 9-year-old, I just followed my parents.
Yeah, and it was a pretty smooth experience.
Yeah, for the most part.
How about you, Thomas?
Yeah, for me, I mean, if I did, I probably blocked the bad memories out already. So I only focus on the good memories.
Yeah.
But overall, not much racism. Like I just basically studied.
Yeah, you studied.
I
Work
studied
hard.
all day.
Yeah. I tell, because I grew up in Chicago, a big city, where it was a lot more urban. It was a lot more diversity. But it was also like the kids were a little bit more, in my opinion, they were a little bit more cruel. You know what I'm saying? And like me, and I also, the other thing is like, here's another question I have. How did you guys even come to America? Like, how did your parents even come to America? My dad came here on a student visa. He was here to get a degree.
Yeah, my dad was here for work.
Yeah,
work visa.
He was here on a work visa. And he just told you one day we're going to come to America. Like, you literally were just kids running around.
We were kids. Like, we were like 8 or 9, so we didn't know what's going on. So like, we came, and then we were. I think we were supposed to go back, but it was like in 2001, and 9/11 happened, so we stayed.
So you guys.
Yeah, maybe it's not from 9/11 per se, but I think it's the whole plan changed that we were just gonna stay in America.
So you guys only planned to come here for a little bit of time and then go back to China.
It's whatever my parents wanted it,
But you decided to stay.
Yeah.
And you built a great life.
Yeah.
You built a great life. Because I'm speaking this as someone who's like, very respectful. You guys have a great life. You know what I'm saying? You're very blessed.
Yeah, very blessed.
Your mom, I ain't gonna get into specific. Your mom is doing very well. You know what I'm saying? You guys have a great family.
Yeah, very blessed.
Like America has turned out well for you guys. Like unbelievably so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're very blessed, very grateful, very happy, and we just continue working, saving lives, and then.
What's up, JP? So, I love this question. I always like to ask this question to my immigrant friends. How do you guys think your life would have turned out if you guys didn't come to America? I'm gonna listen to both of yours answer, and I'm gonna give you my answer. What do you guys think you would be doing right now? Do you think you would be as successful as you are right now if you didn't come to America? And let's just say you stayed in China. So I'm not trying to lead you in one direction. I'm genuinely curious on what your answer is.
I think for me, probably not. China has way more population. Way more students. You have to do well on the Gaokao, right?
Gaokao, right? High school exam.
Good university. It's just way more competition over there, and I don't think I'll end up successful there, to be honest with you.
What do you think you would be doing?
Probably a doctor too.
You still think you'd be a doctor?
My dad's a doctor, and we were exposed to that early on. But doctors in China don't get paid as much as here.
Yeah.
And then it's a little bit different process to be a doctor there too. Yeah. And then their license is not recognized here in the States. So if we do end up coming here later on, we still have to do this process over again.
Right. What about you, Thomas? What do you think?
I'll probably be a doctor, and then I'll probably try to come here by myself.
So you would have still tried to come to America yourself?
Yeah. It would just be very, very difficult, but nothing's impossible.
Right.
You just gotta take some exams and do some rotations and hopefully get matched here. Right. But I would still have been a doctor in China.
So you guys were just determined to become doctors no matter what.
It's destiny. It's fate.
fate.
Yeah.
Would you want you already have a kid?
Yeah.
Would you want your kids to be doctors as well?
I think if they want to do it and do it for the right reason, I'll be very supportive.
Yeah.
I don't want to pressure them into doing it. If they have a talent elsewhere, I want to develop that talent as well. Whatever they want to do.
And you want them to go to Carolina?
Yeah. It's
Dude is better.
yeah.
Stop playing with me, Thomas. You stop capping and you know it. Okay, let
Yeah,
him.
Carolina's a great school. Yeah, no doubts.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think definitely Carolina is good, but if you want the wow factor on your resume,
Then you go to Carolina. Then you go to the University of North Carolina if you want the wow factor on your resume.
To tell you the truth, on my residency interviews, they're like Duke, their eyes open up. Trust me.
Damn, they saw the DOOK and their eyes opened up.
Trust me, it's a name.
It's a name.
It's a name. The name carries a lot. It's just like if you tell someone you're from Harvard, they sit up a little straighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's truth, facts. Viewers, you know what I mean, right? Viewers,
Y'all see,
what I'm talking about.
y'all see that arrogance, y'all. Y'all see that Duke arrogance, right? Y'all see that Duke arrogance, right?
facts.
Everybody, y'all see that Duke privilege. It is being displayed
Facts.
right here on TikTok. Everybody, y'all see that Duke arrogance and that Duke and that.
What they say?
He said, "We all know." There's a lot of Dookies in here.
Oh yeah,
A lot of Dookies.
They know what I'm talking about.
There's a lot of Dookies.
Yeah, but I mean, both are great universities. Both are great, but y'all know which one's better. Y'all know which one's better.
He a troll, man.
Yeah.
He a troll. Oh man, So I'm gonna give you my piece on what I just said. Because I say this on my stream a lot. We all come from good families, meaning your parents are together. So that is such a great advantage to have. Because not a lot of people come from a family where they go through a divorce, right? We both come from I really believe in the importance of that. Not to demean someone who comes from a divorced family. So number one, we come from a good family that's together, like husband and wife, father and mother together. And both of our parents were working professionals in China. Whether they worked in the medical field, whether they worked in business. We come from good families in China. We were not wealthy, but your parents are educated.
Yeah.
Right? They wouldn't be doctors if they weren't educated. Mm-hmm. So my answer is, I feel like my life would have worked out just fine if I stayed in China. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So I think, because both of you don't live in China anymore, I can tell you, both of your life would have turned out just fine. Your parents would not have let you not do well. Like Oliver, you might think you might not do well in the Gaokao, but I promise you, your mom and dad would have paid for special tutoring, for special books, for special access to different types of services that someone who doesn't have that level of privilege wouldn't have access to. You would have been just fine. Thank you, Steph. But
that galaxy?
That's a galaxy. But the biggest thing, that is a galaxy, from Steph, who's a nurse.
No.
Yeah, Steph is a nurse. Thank you, Brian. But the thing is, I think what we got by coming to America is something that money can't buy. Worldly perspective. You know what I'm saying? Seeing life in what is then, and what I still think is now, the most advanced nation in the world, a different perspective. And you guys were able to get that starting at age 9. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? It's totally different if you came here at 19. Mm-hmm. If you came here at 19 versus if you came here at age 9, different story, different ball game. You know what I'm saying? But because your parents were able to bring you here so young, they gave you a step up that a lot of times we don't appreciate because it was given to us. I'm the same way. I came here at 11. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We had that invisible, hidden privilege. You know what I mean? Y'all mesmerized.
What do you mean, difference between coming here at 9 versus 19?
When you come here at 19 years old, you are in many ways a young adult. Mm-hmm. And China is now ingrained, in my opinion, and a lot of the Chinese way of thinking is in. Let me ask you a great question, Oliver. You're married.
Yeah.
You are literally married, correct?
Yeah.
Did you have to give a dowry to your wife?
No.
Don't laugh. Seriously though, did your wife's family ask you for a dowry?
No.
Like an amount of money to get married? Is that something you think about? A dowry. That's a common process. If you were 19 years old in China and you grew up in China, that is something that is ingrained in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, it doesn't happen here in America, but a lot of the simple things, because you were grown up here, you're not exposed to it, and your mind is like what I like to call, because I'm exposed to that stuff every day by living over there. You know what I'm saying? By being brought over here, you got a different way of life. Does that make sense? Now, I got to ask you guys another thing. Why move back to North Carolina? Besides the fact that, you know, family is here. Like, what do you guys like about living in North Carolina or dislike about living in North Carolina?
I mean, I think first and foremost, you know, family's here. I think family is number one.
Right.
And then...
And did you ever consider going elsewhere?
No, never.
So it was North Carolina.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, after residency, I wanted to be in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Because especially the Triangle area, you know, great schools, great healthcare, locations to work for.
Yeah.
And then great food scene. Durham has great food scene. Cary is a pretty good place, you know, too. Just that everything's here. You know, I just feel comfortable living here.
What about you, Thomas? You wanted to come back to North Carolina?
Yeah, you know, I think it's like it feels like home. You know, I did my medical school in Virginia for 4 years.
Okay.
I did a residency in South Carolina for 3 years. So
Okay.
I lived in different places for a good amount of time, but they never felt home. And
This is
I
home.
don't know. I don't know something about North Carolina. Maybe the trees.
Yeah.
The buildings.
Because we grew up here.
Yeah, but like, it's like when I cross borders from South Carolina to North Carolina, I just felt home.
You feel like home.
Yeah.
Dog, I like that. And you were determined to come back here.
I think, you know, I interviewed at different places. I kept my options open, even though the other place in the Midwest offered me more money.
Yeah.
Right.
More salary?
More salary.
Okay.
But it's just too far away from my mom.
Yeah, and you decided to come home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think family is very important. Like, you know, we're pretty traditional.
I've been away for 6 years, man. Like, how has North Carolina changed, bro? Like, living out here in Cary, we got a lot of transplants from New York, from New Jersey, from Connecticut. Like, a lot of wealthy people have moved down here to North Carolina. Have you guys noticed changes? I've been in China this whole time, but, like, have you guys noticed changes with the area since the pandemic?
We were away for training for the past
we
2
were
years,
away.
too. We just came back a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and now that you come
Yeah.
back, and do you notice any changes?
More people.
Yeah.
More people?
Like I-40 is more congested.
More congestion?
Yeah, you know, you guys know what I-40 is?
It's a highway. Yeah, it's a highway.
The highway is more. I feel like more cars.
More cars?
Yeah.
What about the demeanor of the people? I still felt Southern hospitality when I came back.
Yeah, overall pretty good. Pretty good. No issues.
I honestly, I don't feel like the place has changed all that much, to be honest. I do feel the traffic a little bit more, but I don't feel like North Carolina has changed all that much.
Yeah. You know, Duke is still better. I mean, Duke is still better. My school in the state. I mean, nothing changed much, right?
Man.
You know, that 1 year, 2022, y'all did Coach K pretty dirty though. You know, we never forget that.
Yeah, exactly. We beat his ass on his last game
Yeah.
at home, and we beat him in the Final Four.
That was crazy. That was bad.
Yeah, that was you saw that game.
Man, I saw that game. Man, you
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course I saw that game.
yeah, and you gonna remember it for the rest of your life.
That was with Paulo Banchero.
Yeah, it was Paulo Banchero. You gonna remember that shit for the rest of your life.
But you know, there's nothing we can do.
I know there's nothing you could do. I know, because he's retired. There's nothing you could do. He's retired. He's gone.
What if we win the chip this year? Oh.
Okay, I mean, what if I'm dating Pamela Anderson? Okay, there's a lot of what ifs. It ain't gonna happen.
Oh, yo,
Okay.
chat. Duke or UNC? Chat.
Yeah, Carolina or Duke? Please give us the right answer. Carolina or Duke? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Carolina or Duke? Oh,
Yeah,
hell
that's
no.
cool.
They be saying Duke, y'all. I don't like that. They be saying Duke.
Y'all know Auburn lost today, right? Yo,
Yo, a lot of people saying Duke, man. They,
Yeah, of course.
They trying to annoy me, but there's a lot of people saying Duke, man. What the
Yeah,
hell?
let's go, Duke. You know, Auburn lost today. You know, comes tomorrow.
Nobody gives a shit about no. nobody gives a
New
shit about
number
no
one in
Auburn,
town,
man.
in the country.
You mean Monday?
You
mean
comes
Monday?
Y'all saw that, right, chat? Y'all saw Auburn lost and Duke won?
Man.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's go.
So, I got another question for you guys.
What's up?
Dating women. Okay, let's talk about married life a little bit. Okay, now your wife is probably sleeping, right? So I'm gonna keep the questions. I'm not gonna ask weird questions. How's it feel to be married up? Oliver? Because you're not married yet, Thomas.
Not yet.
How's it feel to be married? Do you like marriage? Would you
So far, so good.
recommend
I mean,
it?
plus we just had a baby, so that changes things more. More time have to be focused on raising a kid. So our priorities. I mean, babies comes number one now. So everything revolves around her.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
You're happy. What do you recommend about marriage, and what frustrates you about being in a marriage, and what do you love the most about being married?
I think speaking for me, there's gonna be up and downs, right? Again, arguments, but at the end of the day, we're doing it for a purpose. I think overall you just gotta work through the problems.
When you get into an argument, who wins? Be honest. Who usually wins the argument?
The right answer is, she's the one who's winning all the time. That's the right answer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to take the L.
You have to take the L.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest, Oliver. I feel like you're at a point, just like living at your house for the last 2 days. I feel like you're at a point in your life where you're bringing in the income, and you're very tired from your job because your job is like very demanding, and you're bringing in the income. I feel like your wife like really takes care of the house in a very good way. Like she takes care of the house. But that's a nice way of me saying you don't really do much around here, from what I notice. You ain't really helping that much.
I do what I can, but most of the house stuff, she tends to do that. I just get so tired from work.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell you're kind of exhausted from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed. Yeah.
What about you, man? You are 33?
Yeah, 33. About to be 34 next
Thank
week.
you, Karen. You turn 34
March
next
11th.
week?
Yeah.
Really?
You don't know our birthday?
You turn 34.
Today you leave to
Vegas.
Vegas, right?
That's more reason for you to come to Vegas. Thank you,
Who's
Derek.
that, dinosaur?
That's a dinosaur from Derek. Derek is one of our best viewers, and Tim is still here. You see this guy Tim? He's still here.
Yeah.
The guy that dropped the Phoenix. He's been watching you guys the whole time.
Oh, what up, man?
He's been here the whole time. Thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
So your people want to know, is your wife Asian?
Who, me?
You not married. How you gonna have a wife? You not married.
It's late. It's getting late.
Yeah, she's mixed. Yeah.
She's mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife is not Asian. Is that country considered
Saudi,
Asia?
Middle East.
Middle East?
Yeah.
That's considered.
Yeah.
It's Middle East. Thank you,
Oh.
Carol.
I got a heart.
Yeah, you got a heart. So Thomas, let's talk about you. Thank you, Christine. Like, what's been holding you back, in terms of getting married, like the relationship market, dating, and during medical school and all that. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hey, that's Uncle. Hey, hold on, y'all. Everybody, we gotta give a shout out to this guy right here. That's Uncle Hyotu.
Yo, Uncle Hilto.
What up, Uncle?
That's Uncle Hyotu.
Thank
right
you,
there.
Uncle Hilto.
We literally have Uncle Hyotu in here. We got Uncle Tim in here, and then we just had Derek come in. Three of the biggest supporters of the channel.
Hutu's famous. I mean, you keep saying his name.
Yeah, he Uncle Hyotu's famous.
Yeah.
Believe me. Tim is famous. They get a lot of visibility.
VIP.
A lot of people know who they are. But anyway, like what's it been like dating in the last 10 years? Like being in medical school, being in working so hard.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of online dating, like with apps, and those do not work. Me personally.
You don't think they work?
Yeah, because all of them failed.
Often failed.
No, all of my exes obviously didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, so now with my current girlfriend, we met in person.
You met in person.
And so far so good. Yeah, I think the dating apps are, for me personally, weren't too successful.
They were not successful.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Oliver? What was it like dating through medical school and all that?
It's rough because I bounced from place to place, right?
Yeah.
So not much real serious dating during med school until towards the end where I found out where I would go for residency and have more stability.
Right.
That's when I seriously dated,
Yeah.
So it's just kind of hard to date and get in a relationship when you're moving around so much.
Man, I got it. And what was it like dating in rural Tennessee?
I didn't really date anyone in rural Tennessee.
Really?
Just focus on school.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you use the apps at all when you were there?
Yeah, there were like a couple girls on Tinder in rural Tennessee.
Uh-huh. Weren't much.
And then I keep swiping and there's I keep telling me to refresh, but no one pops up.
No one pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
I mean,
all good though.
I will as a wrap up, I'll kind of say this, man. I just feel like you two, I'm very proud of you two, man. Like you guys have made it. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Uncle. I just feel like you guys have made it. Thank you, Uncle Hyotu. See that? See
You
that?
feel like you made it too, man. You're like a famous TikToker.
Nah, I ain't
You're
famous.
doing well for yourself. Like we're proud of you too, man.
Yeah, I mean, and tell them how you discovered me.
Oh, I was scrolling on TikTok one day and I did a double take when I saw your face.
Yeah, you
That's
saw
crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy.
You were literally just scrolling on TikTok. Thank
Yeah.
you, Steph. And you saw one of my videos or a
Yeah,
live stream?
your videos.
My history video.
Yeah, history videos, and then I was like, what? What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, and then you couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and then you started streaming, and then started watching that.
Yeah.
Wait, but Daniel, I have a question for you. So what are you looking for at this time? Like, are you looking for a relationship or like someone to settle down, or just looking through your options?
I'm looking for some children. Like, real talk. Like, I wish we could bring the baby in here, but the baby is asleep. But I've been telling the people who are watching me, like, ever since I saw Oliver's kid, I want a kid. I want to have kids. Like, I want to make my parents grandparents. I want to have children. I want to be a father. But at the same time, what's bad about it is, like, I kind of value the life that I have now, which is kind of independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm traveling to a lot of places streaming. So that's what I worry about, is how is the relationship going to hold up in my current lifestyle? You know, but I would love to get married. I would love to, but I want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? But if marriage doesn't work out and I don't get married, I'm going to do the Floyd Mayweather style. I'm going to have some kids regardless.
Yeah.
I just want to have some kids for real. But I would love to find the one and like do what Oliver does. Like, Oliver, I love the life that you have, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, you were pushing a little stroller today on campus today with your wife. Like, it's a great life.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you plan on staying in one location? Because you stream at different locations. Right.
I do.
What's your lifestyle going to be
I
like?
do. I plan on staying in one location in the future because you can't always be on the go.
Yeah.
Eventually in life, you got to settle down. Tim was telling me, he wrote me a DM today. Don't pack too much into your schedule. Actually having less on your plate is actually a good thing. So, like, I'm trying to simplify my life and compartmentalize my life a little bit. Whereas, like, I feel like I'm doing too much now because the business channel needs it. But eventually I want to simplify it and just do like 2 things and just keep doing it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you envision yourself coming back to North Carolina later on in the future? And settle here?
You guys ain't never thought about the West Coast? Like California, Los Angeles, the lights of Los Angeles, the lights of New York City, they never allured you?
We're just not familiar with the West Coast.
They get fires too often, huh? Too many
They
fires.
do. And it's expensive. Yeah. But it never attracted you? You guys never thought about going there? San Francisco?
We actually visited San Francisco a couple of years ago. It was beautiful. Yeah, but
that's not a word that we hear a lot these days to describe San Francisco.
Well, we visited all the tourist areas,
like the Alcatraz and shit.
Yeah,
got it.
And then there's like a winding road. I forgot what it's called. Chat, you know what it's called?
The winding road. People in the comments know. They're twins. Yes, people keep asking you if you guys are twins.
Yeah.
You're identical twins.
Yeah.
They are identical twins. Who came out first?
Yeah, me.
You came out first?
Yeah.
Okay.
What they say about the road?
Lombard Street.
That one.
Lombard Street. Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Okay. So for like the last couple of questions, man. Like, you asked me if I've come back to North Carolina, man. Yeah. You guys don't know how good you have it living out here.
Yeah, it's
like,
nice.
Have you seen my streams in China?
Yeah, for sure.
Oliver, you've seen it. Have you ever seen it, Thomas?
Yo, that Great Wall stream though.
That was dope.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch.
The life there is so different from the life here. All I will say is y'all should appreciate what y'all have. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should appreciate what y'all have because it's a beautiful life that y'all have out here. So the question ultimately becomes, then why am I not here? Because my channel needs me to be in China. That's the simple reason. I need to make content in China. That's the reason why I got to be in China. But I would love to be back in America one day when I feel more financially secure.
You're still a U.S. citizen, right?
Passport right there, bro. Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a U.S. citizen, correct.
He's safe, guys. Don't worry. You won't get deported.
I'm not going to get deported. I'm not going to get deported. Well, it's late. What time is it? You guys go get some rest.
All right, man.
It's almost 2 a.m. Please tell me I didn't wake the baby up.
Oh, no, you good.
What time is it?
Yeah.
1:44 a.m.
All right.
1:44 a.m. How many people watching on your stream?
9:49.
Damn, that's a lot of viewers.
It's a lot of people. On this one, it says 1.1 thousand.
That's crazy.
You gonna do some more battles?
Yeah, I'm going to run a little bit more.
All right.
Hey, this is Thomas. We gotta do this more, man. People like this stuff.
Oh,
They do?
People like this stuff. We got a lot of views. People like this stuff.
Chad, you guys like it?
You gotta tell me you guys like it. Please give thank you to Thomas and give a thank you to Oliver. This is Oliver. I'm staying at his house. He tells me this is all muscle. He tells me this is all muscle. I don't believe him though.
Oh, they like it.
Yeah, people they love it. Thank you, Kiki. They
You
like it.
come visit me at my house sometimes.
I will.
All right.
I'm gonna do a live stream at your house.
All right.
Go back with battle, man.
Appreciate you.
I'll give you some roses.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
All
you.
right. See you.
That was great.
All
This is
right.
amazing.
All right.
Man. You guys enjoy that? Do you guys like that? You guys liked it? Thank you, Banana. Thank you, Priscilla. Y'all liked it? That was a very different type of live stream. Man, I'm telling you guys, that was different. Thank you, Debbie. And it's got my mind, y'all have got my mind racing because you guys clearly like this time. Now, I can see now why Aiden Ross and like Kai Sanat is so successful because they bring in different people and they come into their live streams. I could see why they're so successful. Thank you, Eileen and T-Ray. I could see why they're so successful. What's up, Uncle Hyotu? You know, I asked them some questions. I didn't really get a chance to see all y'all's comments, but I tried to ask them some interesting questions. Okay, I tried to ask them some interesting questions. Hopefully, I was able to do a good job at that. Hopefully, I was able to ask them some interesting questions. Okay, but like I'm telling you guys, man, I love to yeah. I thank you, Envy Otali. I love to yeah, I gotta get the right people on, but I love to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? I love to talk to people, and like, it's been like just mind blowing being back here in North Carolina. Not because there's a whole lot going on, but because of how different it is. Thank you, Cherish. How different it is from living in China. You know, it's so different. So with that, I think this is what we should do, man. I think I'm gonna lay off the battles tonight. Thank you, Eileen Marie. I think I'm gonna lay off the battles tonight. We didn't really bring a whole lot of revenue for the channel, but it was a good live stream though. I feel like we had a good time. I feel like I had a very good time just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we had a good time just chilling. What I will do is I will come back on Sunday a little bit earlier. I think I'm gonna come back on Sunday afternoon. We'll come back on Sunday evening. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. We'll do a few live streams tomorrow. We'll probably do like 2 live streams tomorrow. But that was a nice way to do our Saturday. Thank you, Apex. I did get a haircut. So I'm gonna go and get some rest. And I'll be back on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay. And give a shout out to everybody who watched. Give a shout out to everybody who was here watching a little bit. And hopefully I could keep bringing you guys more cool content like this, where we just keep it authentic and down to earth, and just be able to like talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Just be able to talk about anything and just chill and just vibe out. You know, that's what we want to do. So it's about to be 3 a.m. I did get a haircut. It's about to be 3 a.m. So I'm going to go get some sleep. I'm about to go get some sleep, man. I'm going to see you guys on Sunday. Maybe Sunday morning too. I'll be back on Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday evening as well. I'm going to see you guys later, man. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, Eileen. Y'all are amazing. I'll be back. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to go shoot the shit with Oliver a little bit more in this room. All right. Follow the channel if you haven't. I'm going to see you guys later. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Uncle Hyotu, Marlene, freaking Steph. Man, Uncle Hyotu and Uncle Tim and Derek was here. Mountain Mama, Steph, Homie, Melly, David Wu, JK. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Big O. I'm out of here. Y'all. Uncle Tim, everybody. Uncle Hyotu, thank y'all so much. I'm going to be back on Sunday, everybody. I'm going to see you guys later. Enjoy the night. Thank you, Joker. Thank you, Mountain Mama. Have a great night. Enjoy the night. Thank you, Mountain Mama. Enjoy the night. I got to go use the toilet. Okay, and then I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to see you guys later, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, everybody. I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Hyotu. Thank you, Uncle Tim. Thank you, guys, everybody. Daniel is out of here. I'm going to see you guys on Sunday. Have a great night, Uncle. See you guys later, everybody.